What was the mood like around the team after kind of playing like, the Warriors can? Good morning from Rock Springs High School. Day 3 of the Flaming Gorge Classic sees the Worland Warriors take on Idaho's Grace Grizzlies, followed by the Lady Warriors rounding out tournament play against the co-hosts, the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. And we have all the round ball action here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. We are streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV. This is the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. This and every broadcast would not be possible without the wonderful support of this community and the following businesses. Our premium sponsors include Pinnacle Bank, McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate, King's Carpet One, Diesel Pickup Specialists, and Kinlan Ace Hardware. Our additional valued sponsors include Admiral Beverage Corporation, Sally's Classic Pizza, Swing Trucking, McGarvin Moberly Construction, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant, Worland Dental Clinic, the Washkey Prevention Coalition, Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, Sage Creek Land and Cattle, Bryant Honey, and Warpaint. Advertising opportunities are still available here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. You still have time to take advantage of the rest of sports year, rest of season, or month-to-month advertising opportunities. Discounts available for the longer that you sign up. Contact me, Jordan McCamey, at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com, or by call or text at 307-431-1468. The McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show is full of features. No talk with head coach Tanner Hart this morning. Tough to kind of coordinate here with the opening 9 o'clock game, so we'll have a look inside the matchup, our Warrior keys to the game, and later on the Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening tip-off and more. Bright and early from Rock Springs, who will rise highest and get the worm? Will the Warriors make it 2 in a row to close out the 2025 calendar year and ground the Grizzlies? Or will Grace take the interstate battle and down the Warriors? Find out next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
We're Brian Honey.
So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them trying to, you know, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, Kent, everybody that works in there, DJ lives by me, so the community is always there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank, and you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you, and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. And welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. Find them online at worlandwio.com or give them a call, 307-347-4271, to chat with one of their real estate specialists. Jordan McCamey alongside you. Morning basketball, day 3 of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Worland Warriors, Grace, Idaho Grizzlies, an interstate battle here. A pair of teams coming into the contest here today. Both teams sitting at 1-4 overall. The Warriors getting their first victory of the season yesterday. First win of the season yesterday against the Evanston Red Devils, 48-44, the final, and that one held on a late onslaught from the Evanston Red Devils, and the Grace Idaho Grizzlies coming in 1-4, picked up a win early on in December, but 3 straight losses, including to the Riverton Wolverines during this Flaming Gorge Classic. Again, for the Warriors, they've faced all 4A competition here so far in the season. Now they'll take on Idaho's Grace Grizzlies here on a Saturday morning, bright and early, 9 a.m. opening tip-off here from Rock Springs High School. And I'll say from all the gyms across the state that I've called sports in, I think this is the first time that I've been inside of Rock Springs High School, if I can remember right. Maybe one other time been here. So been in a lot of gyms across the Cowboy State, but first time here in Rock Springs. Again, yesterday, the Warriors were who we covered, picked up their first victory of the season. We talked with head coach Mark Mortimer late last night. The Lady Warriors fell to Evanston over at Lincoln Middle School, 64-28, the final there. They will close out their Flaming Gorge Classic against the co-host Rock Springs Lady Tigers next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network, scheduled for a 10:40 a.m. tip-off. We're a little more than 20 minutes away from this one getting underway against your Worland Warriors and the Grace Idaho Grizzlies. Should be a good matchup here. So this morning we'll dive a little little further inside of this matchup as we roll along here on the McGarvin Taylor Real Estate pregame show. Again, no chance to chat with head coach Tanner Hart this morning, just kind of too tough with the Warriors showing up right around 8:20 or so. It's just kind of tough to get Coach up here to get a pre-recorded interview before this one tips off. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to him post-game after this later on the Washington Prevention Coalition halftime show. We'll hope to chat with Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. We'll take another break here on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. On the other side, we dive inside of the matchup. Worland Warriors, Grace Idaho Grizzlies about 20 minutes away from the starting lineups and opening tap from Rock Springs High School. This is Worland Warrior Athletics, streaming live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, and Huddle TV on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warrior Special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland.
We're Brian Honey.
So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them trying to, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees everybody that works in there, DJ lives by me, so the community is everybody's a part of the community from the bank. And you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you. And that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
And the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show rolls on here on a Friday morning from Rock Springs High School. Worland Warriors getting ready to battle the Grace Idaho Grizzlies as it'll round out the Flaming Gorge Classic. We're actually lucky to be joined now by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart. Coach, appreciate you coming up here on an early morning. You come in here for an interstate battle against the Grace Idaho Grizzlies, coming off win number 1. What's the mood around the team looking like here, especially having to get up early after a hard-fought one yesterday?
Yeah, I think we're ready. Michael, he's awake. He's getting that ankle taped up. I think the rest of the guys are hungry to go get another win.
Well, and Coach, seems like maybe finally everybody at least starting to get mostly healthy, another day of perhaps sickness behind them. And what do you know about this Grace Idaho team? I know that they have one very talented player out there averaging well over 20 points a game.
Well, I know if our guys look at the scoreboard and how they've been doing in this tournament, we're in trouble because I just know, doing this for 19, 20 years, you can't take teams for granted. And so they've got good size. Like we talked about, they've got one good scorer out there. And so we've got to go out, pressure the ball, make them turn it over. That's what it looked like on film against Riverton is they kind of turned the ball over quite a bit. So we want to turn them over, rebound, and then run.
Well, Coach, how important is maybe this last competitive game that you get before the holiday break? It's almost always a bit unfortunate. It's the way the schedule goes, though. You get these 6 games early on the season, this the final one, then a long break off for the Warriors. How important is maybe to put out a quality performance to put on film for this Warrior team heading into the holiday break?
Yeah, I want to go into the holidays feeling good, I think, and feeling confident about ourselves, and then give the kids a week off and come back and hit it hard and get ready for the big grind from January to March. But I think it's about, us executing again, another day of execution. I thought we executed our plays better yesterday at times, and we had moments where we didn't, and that's when we struggled. But another day of execution, I think, and then come into the holidays feeling good.
Well, Coach, this is a team that's seen a lot of transition over the last few years, just in terms of graduating a lot of talent. It's always seems to be a new talisman into the head of this Warrior team. And this year it seems like the man that you're going to rely on most to run the offense, kind of keep him going as Cooper Cannon. What kind of responsibility falls on somebody like that in terms of guiding this team, not only offensively, but also just from an emotion point here for the Warriors?
Yeah, Cooper's a tremendous athlete. He's so fast. Some other people have been telling me he keeps right up there with the speed of these 4A kids. The thing we noticed in the summer was we didn't have really clear-cut backups for Cooper, and that was our concern, is running this kid to death for 32 minutes. That's why I was excited yesterday that Kobe Bradshaw had such a good game for us off the bench. But Coops, he's starting to shoot the ball better. He struggled, but he was pretty sick when he was missing those shots. And so I love what he's doing offensively. He has the tendency to over-dribble a little bit. We'd like him to get that under control. But right now I really like and I'm excited about how he's playing. His speed is great. Plays defense. He can hit inside shots, outside shots, so he's huge for us.
Jordan Pregame joined by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart here as the Warriors get ready to battle against Idaho's Grace High School Grizzlies. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before we let you get down courtside and get these Warriors ready for the final game of the Flaming Gorge Classic?
Yeah, we talked yesterday about punching a hole and getting that first win, and now we're going to keep punching that out and going.
Head coach Tanner Hart, your Worland Warrior varsity boys basketball team there on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. We step away again. On the other side, we dive further inside of the matchup as we tick closer to the opening tip-off here between Worland and Grace, Idaho on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
We're Brian Honey.
So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them trying to give back to the community, and Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, DJ lives by me, so the community is always there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank, and you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you, and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah. How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. And we're back live here on the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. Appreciate head coach Tanner Hart coming up. Didn't expect him to do so. So nice to hear from the head coach here on a Saturday morning. Flaming Gorge Classic, Worland Warriors, Grace, Idaho Grizzlies rounding out the Warriors 2025 basketball calendar year. Of course, plenty of basketball to come in 2026. Ultimate goal is to make it down to Casper, Wyoming on the weekend of, I believe it's March 10th through 12th is the state tournament this year. I'd have to double check my math there, but I believe that is when the state tournament is. As we look inside of this matchup, Warriors mentioned they got win number 1 yesterday, taking out the Evanston Red Devils 48-44. Coming to this one again, Cooper Cannon leading all scorers, averaging about 11 points per game. He's kind of bumped that up here in this tournament. Same story for Grant Page, averaging just a shade under 10 points per game. Some other players starting to chip in a little bit. He mentioned Kobe Bradshaw coming off the bench the other day. Michael Williams as well, starting to shoot a little bit better from the outside. We'll see how much Michael can go today. Got a little ankle tweak yesterday, got himself taped up, so hopefully he'll be all right to go here on a Saturday. This Warrior team starting to gel. It was the same message last year, and I think the same message transfers to today. This Warrior team, we're going to learn more and more about them each and every game they play. They're finding their identity. They're finding out who the leader is. I think the leader out there is Cooper Cannon. We talked about it on the pregame talk there with head coach Tanner Hart. I think that is where the engine starts for the Warriors. But then defensively, he's good defensively. Gunnar Mascaro is always a very disruptive player. Warriors have some size down low with Elias Mitchell as well as Grant Page, and then some other energy guys off the bench, including Aben Jones, Kobe Bradshaw, a couple others out there for the Warriors. They've managed to get deep into their roster, so that's kind of nice, getting about 4 deep into the bench in terms of getting on the floor and getting some meaningful minutes here so far in this tournament. Again, the Warriors came in averaging about 40 points per game. They've bumped that up a bit. They've scored 49 and 48 points so far per contest here in this one. They lost to the host Green River in a what was a closer than a 64 to 49, 15-point loss. They were tight all the way throughout, and some early momentum shift in the fourth quarter, the difference in that one. Warriors were able to overcome an 11-0 run by the Evanston Red Devils yesterday that tied the ball game up at 39 apiece, and the Warriors were able to go on and win that one 48-44 with some good play and good free throw shooting late on in the game, and now they'll look for win number 2 heading into the holiday break, and they'll look for that interstate battle here against the Grace Grizzlies and trying to make Wyoming 3-0 against Idaho competition. As mentioned, for Grace out of there, led by Parker Yost, averaging 26 points per game. No other Grizzly averaging more than 8 points per game. Carter Meacham, Bodie Smith, the other players there at 8 and 7 per game. Yost also averaging a double-double so far on the season, according to MaxPreps.com. For the Warriors, their rebounding leader coming into this weekend was Taylor Ruckman. He is not here this weekend, so their leading rebounder here this weekend has been Grant Page, out there averaging about 7 rebounds per game, and the Warriors have to be good on the defensive glass. Don't want to give those cheap ones away if you are the Worland Warriors. Looking to get out to a 2-4 start to the season. It was a tough opener at the Compete Casper Classic, the opening weekend. Team wasn't healthy, facing 4A competition right out of the gate. The Warriors kind of took some punches early on in the season, but you know what? They've weathered the storm, and now they're ready to head into the final game of the regular season, trying to put a W up there. That'll keep a good taste in the Warriors' mouth heading into the holiday break. We won't see the Warriors again until January 8th after this morning. Same story for the Lady Warriors. We'll play a little bit later on here against tournament co-hosts, the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show rolls on next. We'll get into our Warrior keys to the game. Then later on, it's the Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening tip-off. We're less than 10 minutes away from varsity boys basketball action from the Flaming Gorge Classic at Rock Springs High School. This is Worland Warrior basketball, streaming live via the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend. designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom design warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! And welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Find McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate online at worlandwio.com, 307-347-4271. Give a call to Kitty Mortimer and team at McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. Worland Warriors, Grace, Idaho Grizzlies, handful of minutes away from the starting lineups and the opening tap here from Rock Springs High School. We're glad to have the coverage streaming it live via Facebook, YouTube, the NFHS Network, as well as Huddle TV. Glad to have you here early on a Saturday morning, 9 a.m. tap. For those tuning in, we appreciate to have you. Do want to remind you, if you're tuning in via YouTube, please do subscribe to the page. And then if you are watching on Facebook, make sure you give our page a like and a follow. If you subscribe to the page on YouTube and then give the video a like, you can turn on live alert, so you'll know every time the Warriors and Lady Warriors go live. I know sometimes don't always get to see those Facebook posts and the like. We try to keep you up to date as best we can, but of course, if you have the alerts on, easier to know when the Warriors and Lady Warriors are heading to live action. Let's jump into our final feature, the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show, and that are our Warrior keys to the game today. For the Warriors, key one, get Grant Page touches on the blocks. Again, it just helps the Warrior offense work, frees up some shots out on the perimeter, and Page has been going to work here lately. Still missing some of those short ones. I know that he's frustrated by those, but getting multiple shots, starting to gain more and more confidence as this season goes on. Number two, create good shots on the perimeter. Well, that ties into key number one. Don't want to settle for threes. Felt like the Warriors settled in that opening tournament here in the Flaming Gorge Classic. The Warriors have taken on way better shots from the outside. Haven't seen as many drop as you expect throughout the season, but starting to generate those good shots, and the more good shots you generate, the more that are going to fall. Number three, display sound defensive tactics. Head coach Tanner Hart talked about this Grace Grizzlies team. They kind of throw the ball around. They've been known to turn over the ball a little bit, so the Warriors are going to look to do the same thing to this Grace Idaho team, get some of those transition buckets. The Warriors, if they can generate some easy buckets, can start to see them get above that 55 point threshold, which I think will keep them in a majority of games here throughout the 3A varsity boys basketball season. Warrior keys to the game, three of them. Get Grant Page touches on the blocks, create good shots on the perimeter, and display sound defensive tactics. That does it for our McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate, give them a call, 307-347-4271, or see their inventory and land for sale at worlandwio.com. Thank you to Kitty and Mortimer and team at McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland. On the other side, we'll jump into either a national anthem or right into our Northern Wyoming Wyoming News, starting lineups, and opening tip-off from Rock Springs High School. Worland Warriors, Grace, Idaho Grizzlies, minutes away here on the Pregame Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of Pregame Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! National anthem comes to a close here at Rock Springs High School Flaming Gorge Classic. Let's jump into our Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening tip-off presented by the Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Weekly print publications available on Thursdays. Find them online and online subscriptions at yodaily.com, wyodaily.com. Local, regional, national news, classified section, dedicated sports page, and more. Worland Warriors and Grace, Idaho Grizzlies, they'll start this way. For Grace, it'll be number 3, Keithan Edwards, number 5, Gavin Draper, number 10, Carter Meacham, number 14, Bodie Smith, and number 34, Parker Yost. For the Warriors, it's going to be their same starting 5 of Gunnar Mascaro, number 12, Cooper Cannon, number 22, Grant Page, number 23, Les Mitchell, and number 24, Michael Williams, as we head towards center court here for our Northern Wyoming News opening tap. It'll be Yost and Page in the center circle. And we're underway here, and the Grace Idaho Grizzlies going to control the opening possession here as the Warriors and Grizzlies are going, and Yost with the early bucket for the Grace Idaho Grizzlies, so the Warriors will come the other way, and they throw it away early on, so an early turnover for the Warriors. Grace Idaho up top here now. Ball into the hands of Bryson Anderson outside Yost. Into the left corner, it goes for Draper. Draper pulls up, mid-range jumper, no good. Backside rebound there for Gunnar Mascaro, and the Warriors come out the other way. Get it for Mascaro. Into the corner for Williams. Williams drives to the left elbow, outside Mitchell. Swinging around for Cannon. 7:10 to go. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 2-0 Grace Idaho. 3 on the way for Mitchell. That one off the angle, no good. And a rebound taken down on the inside by Yost. Here comes Grace Idaho the other way. Into the left corner, kicked away by Williams as they were trying to dump it inside. Chase Smith was looking for Yost down on the low left block. Ball comes in now, looking for a baseline jumper was Bodie Smith, gets into the paint, has to kick it out now for Anderson. Into the corner for Smith, back for Anderson, give for Yost. He's defended there by the Warriors. That was Grant Page taking it away. Here come the Warriors. All the way the other way is Cooper Cannon, up and good for 2. Quickly in defensive transition, Yost. Kick it outside now into the hands of Bodie Smith. Touch for Chase Smith, almost taken away by Mitchell. Dives into the backcourt now. Warriors, another deflection taken away by Cannon. Quickly up the floor for Mitchell. Settles himself down on the right block, up and good. Warriors, another turnover forced, and now Mitchell's got a bucket, and the Warriors take an early 4-2 lead. Now some pressure in the backcourt. Broken by Grace, thrown back in, another turnover here, stolen away by Williams. Quickly up for Cooper Cannon, all the way to the hoop, little reverse layup. Couldn't scoop it all the way up and in, but it'll head to the free throw line. First foul of the game here on Grace Idaho. It's on number 5, Gavin Draper. So the Warriors 3 steals in the early going, and now Cannon with a bucket already heads to the free throw line for a pair. First one off, no good. Second one up and good. So Warriors will take on the full court pressure here now. Ball skipped across, nearly taken away. Cannon hassling. Swing it back over for the Grizzlies, and they're into the front court now as they break the pressure. Yost dump it to the outside, a little angle, bank shots no good, but Yost underneath with the rebound and put back no good, but fouled by Williams. So Yost with the second rebound of the day. Now he's at the free throw line shooting a pair. It's 5-2 Warriors, make it 5-3 on the first make for the Grizzlies. Number 34, Parker Yost. He's got all 3 points for the Grizzlies thus far. Williams and Page down on the low block. Yost on the way, looks good, is good. So lefty strokes it home here. 1 point game as Williams and the Warriors move forward. Cooper Cannon straight through the middle, ball tipped away, but fortunately into the hands of Cooper Cannon. All the way to the hoop, up and good. Coop straight downhill, put on the Jets and gets the easy bucket. Now the Warriors put on that backcourt pressure again. Now the Grizzlies in transition. 3 from the corner pocket, rattles off, no good. Nice rebound there by the Warriors, and that was Gunnar Mascaro. Cannon the other way, puts up another contested shot, up and good. So Cannon off to an early hot start for the Warriors. Now Grace the other way. 3 on the way again, short, but a rebound to the inside. Bodie Smith, no. Backside rebound again, chance to go up. Backside here, swatted away by Grant Page. So nice job there by the Warriors to deny the Grizzlies on that time down. Mascaro with it. Williams, now Mitchell, trying to get it to the middle for Williams. He's at the free throw line. Back out for Mascaro. Swing it around Cannon. Heat check 3 now. Off the angle, no good. Grant Page to the inside, though, and he's almost got it, but it's tied up there. Should stay with the Warriors and does. 9-4, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 4:28 to go here in the opening quarter. Mascaro to inbounds. Mitchell's open out on the far side if he wants him, but gets it in for Cannon. Shot fake from 3. Williams, little pass fake, steps in. 3 on the way. Short, no good. Backside rebound up and taken down there by Yost. Now is that an over and back call there? So another turnover on the Grizzlies. So the Warriors take over at midcourt. No changes either way. Skip it all the way over here, left to right for Cannon. Look to dribble drive, protects the ball now. Pass fake, Mitchell, another pass fake there. Finds it for Mascaro, left corner. Give for Williams, looks here for Page. Nobody there now, and the ball bounced off of Williams. He tried to throw it off of a Grizzly there, but ended up tapping off his foot at the very end there and out of play. So second Warrior turnover here. Grizzlies face that backcourt pressure, but get it up quickly. Now a little floating shot for Bodie Smith is up and good. So a bucket there, second field goal of the day, and it's a 3-point game, 9-6 Warriors. Cannon will run into a little pressure here near midcourt. Now Mascaro got to push into the front court here. Looking to get it ahead, down low. It's taken away from Williams. Back-to-back turnovers on the Warriors as here comes Idaho the other way. 3 on the way for Smith. Back-to-back buckets for him, and it's tied up at 9 apiece there. So the Warriors, a little bit of trouble here dealing with the pressure. Mascaro needs some help. Dribbles into the front court, finds it for Mitchell. Swing it over here for Cannon, open for 3, blocked away, and now running the floor here are the Idaho Grizzlies. Taken right back there, though, by Cannon. Good recovery defense as the Warriors are back on the offensive charge. Cannon for Mascaro. They'll work the perimeter here to the top for Mitchell on a drop-off. Williams asking for it. Looking to get the ball to the inside for Page. Can't do it. And finally does get it there, but Page couldn't handle the pass, and out of bounds it goes. So 5 turnovers apiece here for the Warriors and Grizzlies. Ball game tied up at 9. 2 ties, 1 lead change thus far on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 2:41 to go first quarter. Competitive game back and forth, up and down the floor here as we are broadcasting from high up at Rock Springs High School from the press box. Ball now for Grace down to the baseline. No good on the shot there for Gavin Draper. Warriors back the other way. Driving to the inside. Now shut off is Williams. Cannon back in for Page. He'll work on Yost. Got underneath the bucket, but leans inside, up and good. Grant Page, first bucket of the day there for the Warriors big man. Now a 3 in transition, up no good. And a backside rebound there for Mitchell. Warriors get it to Williams in between the blocks there, kind of out by the right elbow, but the Warriors have it back in for Page. He'll go to work on Yost again. Tried to dump it there for Mitchell. Ball's loose. Was able to track it down all the way in the back, almost near in the backcourt was Cannon. Steps inside, has it blocked away there. Was looking for that classic floating shot, but couldn't get it to go, and the Warriors commit the foul. I think that one's on Cannon, his first. Change coming in for the Warriors. Kobe Bradshaw for Michael Williams. And the Grizzlies, didn't see any changes for them, but we'll keep an eye on it here as Anderson has it. Now Draper pushes into the front court. Dump to the right elbow. Turnaround jump shot up for Chase Smith, no good. Nice rip down rebound there by Grant Page as the Warriors will run the floor. Outside right for Bradshaw, the new check-in for the Warriors. He's trapped there in the corner and taken away by the Grizzlies up ahead for Draper down low, up and good. And the Warriors going to take a timeout here as having a little trouble dealing with the pressure. 11-11 the score with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard back next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. And welcome back inside of Rock Springs High School. Warriors going to break out of the timeout here. Head coach Tanner Hart wants to talk. I think he's probably going to talk about the press breaker here. Both teams turning it over plenty here in the opening quarter. 6 on the Warriors, 6 on the Grizzlies as well. So Warrior basketball out of the timeout. Ball game tied up at 11 apiece. Again, Warriors got to be careful when they get into those corners. The Grizzlies definitely going for those traps in those corners. Now they'll give for Bradshaw here on the right side. Skip it across for Cannon. Now for Mitchell. Dumps it in for Page. Tried to gather himself, but it's taken away by Draper. Pushes into the front court. Back outside. 3 on the way, and 3 is good here for Bodie Smith. He's got a pair in the first quarter. He's got 8 points already, and the Warriors turn it over again across the middle. Now sliding across the floor, should be a travel here. Actually, maybe stepping on the end line there on the slip was Smith. 7th Warrior turnover. Somebody with the ball's got to push into this pressure. You got 3, got 1 man across the top of the midcourt line, then 2 back by the perimeter. They'll come out for the trap, but got to try to push the dribble into that area here if you're the Warriors. Now it's turned over again by Worland. Outside, looking for Draper in the middle. Back for Yost. Tipped away there by Williams and out of play. Just 24.5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Tied up at 11. Draper gets it in for Yost. Anderson now here on the right side, driving to the hoop. Missed it. Too strong over the bucket. Rebound by Cannon. Warriors into the front court they go. Driving was Williams. Now Mitchell outside. Bradshaw. He'll try for 3, and he is fouled on the closeout here. Missed the shot, but that'll send Bradshaw to the line for a trio of free throws. Less than 8 seconds to go. Bradshaw going to get a... Actually, so they say it was after the shot, so it was on the closeout, so no free throws coming. Avon Jones going to check in for Cooper Cannon here for the final possession of the quarter, most likely, as the ball can look to come into Bradshaw, but it'll come in for Mitchell. Williams out in the right corner, has to throw it straight away for Jones. He'll look to drive, trying to go all the way inside, and out of play it goes. And that'll be the end of the quarter. 14-11, Grace Grizzlies over the Worland Warriors at the end of 1 second quarter next on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bullinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah. How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. Second quarter is set to get underway here from Rock Springs High School. Warriors led this one 9-5, but it's been a 9-2 run by the Grace Grizzlies to give them the 14-11 lead. It's Grizzly basketball out of the quarter break here, and officials letting them spend a little extra time in the quarter changeover here. It'll be a far sideline inbounds now for the Grizzlies. Bodie Smith leading all scorers with 8. Cooper Cannon with 7 of the Warriors' 11. Draper gives now for Anderson to the hoop. Mugged there by Williams again. So Michael Williams picks up his second foul, and that'll send, Chase Smith to the free throw line, not Anderson. So Smith here, number 24, is heading to the free throw line for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Warriors 1 of 2 as Smith eyes the target. A little bit short there, no good. Warriors out there with Cannon, Mascaro, Page, Williams, and Mitchell. So back to that starting 5 for the Warriors. Kobe Bradshaw will check in on the make, and that one's up and good. So a 4-point lead, biggest lead of the day for the Grizzlies. And Williams going to come out here with his second foul early on in this second quarter. So Cannon, Mascaro, Bradshaw, Page, and Mitchell. Warriors working it here across the midcourt line now as Mascaro pushes into the front court. High now for Grant Page. Back for Cannon into the right corner for Mitchell. Back for Cannon. Skip it across Mascaro. Coop now a touch. Draper on the defense. Backs it out now. Bradshaw. Mitchell in the right side. Gives it for Mascaro. Tries to go backside for a streaking Warrior there, and then touched in the backcourt that time by the Grizzlies. So Bradshaw able to go all the way to the hoop. A big contact there, and finally a foul is whistled. Foul is going to go against number 24, Chase Smith, his first. That'll send Bradshaw to the free throw line here, trying to break up this 10-2 run. First free throw, up and good for Bradshaw. Head coach Tanner Hart talked about seeing good minutes here from Bradshaw. It'd be great to have another guard off the bench that you can trust with the basketball here, and the Warriors having to learn how to deal with this Grizzly pressure so far, and Bradshaw knocks down both. 15-13 your score. Draper at midcourt. Kicks it now for Yost. Ball tapping around and tipped out by Yost out of play. Grace have been good with the basketball there for about 4 minutes, but turnover early on here in the quarter. 54 seconds gone by. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, quarter number 2. Grizzlies 15, Warriors 13. Warriors still looking to deal with this pressure into the front court. They go with Bradshaw. Now Mitchell. Skip it across for Cannon. Now Mascaro down to the block now. Has to bounce it out for Cannon. Thought about firing from 3, but now backs it out to reset the offense. Mascaro. Top of the key now for Cannon. Bradshaw, Mascaro in the right corner. Trying to get it for Page, and now skip it all the way across for Cannon. Defended out there by Smith. Good defense here on the zone jump out. 2-3 zone look here from the Grizzlies. Long possession. Bradshaw dumps it now, looking for a man, but thrown back in and thrown away here as the Warriors in transition can't track down Draper, and he's got a bucket. And the Warriors trail by 4 again there off the turnover. Mascaro up ahead for Cannon. Dribbles in, takes on a man, leans in there. Nice little floating shot. Good attack that time by Cannon. He's got 9 in the game. Lead back to 2, 17-15 Grizzlies. Yost thought about, a foul on Page on the reach-in. Looked like, I thought Yost left his feet and was going to come back down, but they say that Page got his hand in there on the forearm, so that's what caused the awkward shot for Yost. And they actually are going to give him the shot attempt, so he'll head to the free throw line now. 2 shots coming. First one up and good. Yost with 5 points in the game. Lead back out to 3, 18-15. The Grizzlies 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Change coming in. Keithan Edwards into the game for the Grizzlies. Second one good as well for Yost. He's 4 of 4. 19-15 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors still dealing with this little bit of pressure here, and Cannon will push it into the front court. Now give it off left side for Bradshaw. Mascaro, Warriors just got to do some good passing here to break down this zone. And now Cannon for three. That one's off, no good. Fight for the rebound brought down by Edwards. They'll push into the front court, drop it off now for Smith. Swing it into the left-hand side. This is Carter Meacham, now Draper. Sets the offense. Yost on the left elbow. Back for Smith, wants to drive on Mitchell. Yost outside the lefty from deep for three, got it. So Yost, a good player. He's got 9 now, and biggest lead of the day. It's a 7-point game, 22-17. Warriors trailing. Mitchell, outside right for Bradshaw. Back for Mitchell. Shot fake from the outside. Now Mascaro had to rise high to get that pass. Back for Cannon, looking to drive. Saw a little space, now forced back out. Sees a little bit of space all the way to the hoop, a little too strong. Now Page looked to get the rebound, ends up on the deck, is able to save the possession for the Warriors as Mascaro lost the dribble and then throws it across the middle, stolen away here by Edwards, and back the other way. He's fouled on the reach-in by Mascaro. Warriors a little turnover prone here this morning. 10 of them already here in the first half with 4:37 to go. Timeout on the floor. We take it with them. Full variety. Grace High School 22, Worland High School 15, 4:37 to go in the second on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
Grace Idaho will be at the free throw line here coming out of the timeout taken by head coach Tanner Hart. It's a 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. And again, this is all part of what is now a 17-6 run overall since the middle of quarter number 1. And this is Keithan Edwards at the free throw line. This one's well short. Airballed that first one. Didn't quite get enough air underneath that one. Warriors out there at the same 5, so no changes at the timeout. And the second one better and good. 8-point game, 23-15 as Page brings the ball in now for Cannon. Skip it across for Mascaro. Back for Cannon. Bounce it outside for Bradshaw, looking for a little driving lane. Now kicks it out for Mitchell. Looking to go back in for Page. Got inside of Yost. Got him to leave his feet up and good. Good touch there for Page, and the Warriors got to try to get him involved a little bit more. 23-17. And then Mascaro reaches in from behind there, so 2 quick ones in the quarter on Gunnar Mascaro. It'll be an outside line out-of-bounds play here for the Grizzlies. 4:13 to go first half. Again, remember, Warriors playing against Grace Idaho. The Lady Warriors will take on the Rock Springs Tigers next. We'll close out the Flaming Gorge Classic with that contest. Draper moves it off to the right wing. Looking to the inside for Yost. Page tries to recover and went for the swat and got his man. So the foul there on the Warriors, and they've stacked them up now here in this second quarter. It's going to be bonus free throws for the remaining 4:03 here in the quarter. This one's a 2-shot foul for Yost, who tries to get into double digits. Shot on the way, short, no good. Nine to 4 free throw disparity so far in this one. 7-2 foul disparity overall. Nice rebound on the inside here by Mitchell, and now Cannon going to run the floor. Has to back it out on the left wing. Mascaro for Mitchell. Ball almost tipped away. Mitchell looking for some help. Goes to the outside looking for Mascaro, and miscommunication. That pressure is paying dividends for the Grace Grizzlies thus far. Change coming in. We're going to see number 2, Isaiah Salazar, into the game for the Warriors as Gunnar Mascaro comes out. Warriors going to try to put a little pressure on in the backcourt. Draper gives it left side for Edwards. Back for Draper. Into the front court it goes. Mitchell nearly took it away from his man as Page just does enough to get that shot deflected. And then on the inside, Salazar is going to commit the foul there as Yost got the rebound. So Yost right back to the free throw line. Hit his first 4, missed his last 2. Still remains a 6-point game with 3:39 to go. 23-17 your score. 2 fouls apiece on Mascaro, Page, and Williams. First one up and good. 24-17 as Johnny Thomas will come in for Salazar. Yost, 1 more to go. Shot on the way. Looks good, is good. 11 points now for the man, averaging 26 per contest. Warriors kept him quiet early on, but now been finding some room. Johnny Thomas nearly lost it there and then does. Warriors another turnover here. 12 of them thus far in the contest. Up top, Edwards. Shot fake. Now goes for Meacham. Dribble drive, takes on Mitchell to the hoop, throws up a wild shot, no good. And Grant Page with the rebound gets it off for Cannon. Quickly up the floor, the Warriors go with Bradshaw. Trying to dump it there for Cannon. Couldn't get it to him. Now Edwards all the way the other way. And Cannon undercuts him there. So that'll send Edwards back to the free throw line. And that's Cannon's second. So the Warriors with 7 fouls so far in the quarter. So the free throws starting to stack up now. This will be attempt number 13 and 14 for the Grizzlies. Bodie Smith check in after the first free throw. Up and no good. Coming out of the game is Chase Smith. Second one also strong, no good. Yost cleared his man off, up and good. Looked like he did so illegally. Hooked his man but didn't get whistled for it. 10-point game, 27-17. Page into the front court for Bradshaw. Give it up for Page. Still has the dribble, finds Thomas. He'll look to drive, tries to take one on. Reach and foul here on the Grizzlies. And this one's going to go against number 3, Edwards, his first. Second foul of the quarter. Warriors in desperate need of a bucket here. Got a couple of field goals in the quarter, but it's a 13-6 quarter in favor of the Grizzlies. Ball comes in for Page. Outside Mitchell. Give it off for Cannon. Looking for the corner pocket 3. Just a little too strong. But Bradshaw has the backside rebound for the Warriors, and he throws it away as Draper rises for that steal there and pushes into the front court right. Yost, elbow jumper, a little too high, no good, but another rebound on the inside. This one by Meacham. Skip it up top for Draper. Bonus possession now for the Grizzlies with 2:20 to go. First half, 27-17. Warriors trail this one. Meacham, shot fake from the outside. Now drives to the right block, takes on Page and the foul as Page got out of position. That's his third foul, and that'll send Carter Meacham the line for a 3-point play, and the Grizzlies trying to take a 13-point advantage. So the Warriors led this one early on 9-5, and since then 24-8 run overall. Officials want to huddle up here because they're trying to get the, not sure if they're trying to get the fouls right or what they're trying to get right here, but that'll send Grant Page out. We won't see him till the second half. That's tough for the Warriors. So Thomas and Mitchell are going to have to be the bigs down low. So Gunnar Mascaro comes back in with 2 fouls. 10 fouls in the opening half on the Warriors, including 8 of them here in the second quarter. Not the cleanly basketball that head coach Tanner Hart is looking for. So Meacham, chance of the 3-point play. His first bucket of the day. Up on the way and good. The Warriors push with Page, and now for Bradshaw. Has to skip it outside. Mitchell rises to save the possession. Warriors have just looked sped up so far. Mitchell wide open left wing. 3, needed it, and got it. Elias Mitchell, big bucket there for the Warriors. Get back within 10, 30-20, and the Warriors can maybe take a deep exhale as they finally get a bucket here. late on in the second quarter. Straight away for Meacham, looking for Yost. Nice job, toss it over the top, taken away by Thomas. Now Mitchell into the front court he goes, sees a little bit of space all the way to the hoop, fouled on his way up. So Mitchell aggressive here, and now to the free throw line he goes. Foul on number 3, Keithan Edwards. He's got 2 now in the quarter, and that's the third team foul, but Mitchell will be at the line looking for a pair here. Hit the 3 the last time down, trying to break this lead down into single digits. With 1:25 to go. First one too strong, no good. Mitchell has had some struggles from the free throw line, a little bit too strong throughout this tournament. See if he can settle himself in here and knock down the second. And rattles off, no good. Spins off the left side there, no good. Rebound down for the Grizzlies. So it remains 30-20. Edwards trying to get it in for Yost, and he's just got the size advantage against Thomas and goes up and good. It's just a mismatch down low, and it's a 12-point game as Cannon has to push into the backcourt, but then dribbles past Edwards all the way to the hoop. Scoop layup, no good. Then there's Mascaro to the inside. Banker is up and good. Good hustle by the Warriors, number 10, Mascaro. Mitchell tried to tip it up, and now Bradshaw will defend across the far sideline. Into the front court it goes. Back for Edwards. Now Meacham. Skip it all the way across here. 3 on the way, and that one's short, no good, but a long rebound gets for Edwards. Draper outside. Meacham wide open for 3. Got it. Just a bad rotation there. Warriors couldn't get the rebound, and the Grizzlies got them stretched out back to a 13-point game as Cannon tries to get it for Bradshaw. Looked like it was tipped last by the Grizzlies. Stay with the Warriors. 23.6 left in the first half. Warriors trailing by 13. Yost will come out. Smith will come back in. That's Chase Smith. So Warriors see if they can generate a good possession here with Cannon set to inbounds. Warriors 14 turnovers in the first half. Mascaro has it. Kick for Bradshaw. Now Mitchell. One dribble. Backside for Cannon. Shot fake. Takes it past one. Pulls up. Mid-range jumper. Got it to go. Cooper Cannon with 11 here in the first half, and Grace coming the other way. Warriors looking for a stop with 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds. 3. Meacham wide open at the buzzer. Took a long look before it spins away. No good. Warriors avoid a dagger 3 there late on in the first half. Halftime score, Grace Grizzlies 35, Worland Warriors 24, heading to the halftime break. Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show coming your way next here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine in the afternoon.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. And welcome inside the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. Worland Warriors trailing 35-24 at the midway break. We're joined now by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Coach, been a tough weekend, of course, down 4 of those 5 starters, so it's kind of been a trial by fire for some of your younger players out there. What do you think you've learned about some of those younger players, and what do you hope they take away from this final game against the Rock Springs Lady Tigers?
You know, I think you talk about learning experience. I would say speed of the game for sure. I mean, they see it every day at practice from the starters that we're missing today, but at the same time, it's a lot different when you're playing in a game in front of fans and people yelling. And You have that first game with Green River, just the size that team presented would have been, a stiff contest for us with our varsity team. So to come in as a sophomore and do the things that they've done, I was a lot happier yesterday because they played with confidence, and that's something that you get through time. But it was fun to see our kids come out and try to be scorers in that second game yesterday. And, the scoreboard was a lot better for us yesterday than it was on day one. So really proud of that effort. And today's the same thing. We'll go out there. We have to have confidence. We have to have a big game from Annie as, our only varsity player that's actually here in Rock Spring with us, and then along with Kennedy, who hit some big shots yesterday, and those two kind of have to lead by example and get these younger kids going up and down the floor, and it honestly, on paper, it should be a really good game today.
Well, Coach, what maybe defines success for overall in the weekend as you close this one out on a Saturday?
We get over the mountain and get home tonight and spend the night in Rock Springs. No, just taking care of the basketball. That's the biggest thing that we've had issues with, just because we have so many kids out of position. Annie's playing a 5 for us, and that's crazy. But she has done an outstanding job, and taking care of the basketball, getting shots every possession. Those are the two things that we're harping on today.
Well, and do you feel like being shorthanded like this, having to have players maybe into unfamiliar positions, may end up serving you in an advantageous way later on in the season?
Absolutely. And Jersey Richards talked about it after the game yesterday that, that's one of the things they saw as kids, in the locker room when they're talking about, what we did well. Is that kids are learning new positions. Jersey's playing 3 different positions. We have sophomores playing the point guard for us when Kennedy and Annie are out. So it's only going to help us. 3 to 4 of these kids are going to have to help us at a regional. And honestly, that's what we're looking toward. As much as it would have been, to go home 6-0 against 4A schools to begin our season, it's about regionals. So those are the games that we really need to win.
Jordan McCamey joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Coach, any final thoughts on this one as you head into the final game of the Classic here against the co-host Rock Springs Lady Tigers?
Nope. I hope a lot of people are listening. These are, I think our boys are going to come out and take care of business in the second half, and our game should be a good one too.
Head coach Mark Mortimer, the Worland Lady Warriors, and Rock Springs Lady Tigers tipping it off right around 10:40 a.m. as we close out the Flaming Gorge Classic. Coach, we'll talk to you post-game.
All right. Thanks, Jordan.
Head coach Mark Mortimer there. We'll take another break here on the Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. On the other side, we'll get into the stats and prep you for half number 2 here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. And welcome back inside the Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. Jordan McCamey with you. Halftime score here at Rock Springs High School. Grace Grizzlies 35, Worland Warriors 24. Warriors 14 turnovers in that opening half. Let's jump into the rest of the stats here from a scoring perspective for the Grizzlies. Keithan Edwards with 1, 4 for Gavin Draper, 6 for Carter Meacham. 8 points for Bodie Smith, 1 point for Chase Smith, and 15 for Parker Yost. The Warriors leading scoring by Cooper Kent with 11, then 2 for Kobe Bradshaw, 2 for Gunnar Mascaro, 4 for Grant Page, and 5 for Elias Mitchell. And again, we talked about getting Grant Page touches, looking at those Warrior keys to the game. I don't think he touched the ball enough, and that's some credit, of course, to the Grizzlies. And when it's Yost versus Page, I mean, that's a really good matchup. Unfortunately, Grant with 3 fouls. We'll see if head coach Tanner Hart brings him out right away or decides to keep him on the bench for the early part. I feel like just from a defensive perspective, I'm not sure if you can let Grant sit, because I think Yost has a real advantage against that second unit of the Warriors from a size perspective. Creating good shots on the perimeter. Warriors have created some good shots from the outside in that opening half. Mitchell with the only 3 down so far for the Warriors, but they've had some really good looks from the outside. Hoping to see some of those fall in half number 2 and then display sound defensive tactics. I'd say in the first quarter, the Warriors did a really good job of that, disrupting the Grizzlies. I think they forced 6 turnovers in that first quarter, but only forcing 2 turnovers unofficially in the second quarter of play. So we'll see what adjustments. That's going to be the key to this one. Who makes the better second half adjustments as the Warriors will look to claw their way back into this one. And as always, when you're trailing, can't get all 11 back at once. You're going to try to get on a little run, chip away slowly as this one goes on. You're hoping by the middle of the third quarter you have it to single digits, somewhere around a 5 to a 7 point lead potentially for Grace, and then at the end of the third quarter you want to maybe be within a possession. Then it's just kind of a possession battle back and forth heading to the fourth quarter. Washkey Prevention Coalition in Worland, helping our youth in Washkey County make great decisions that affect their futures, both our athletes and our scholastic students out there. Appreciate the Washkey Prevention Coalition for their continued sponsorship. That wraps up our halftime show. We'll take a final break here before we get into second half action from Rock Springs High School Flaming Gorge Classic. Final half of the 2025 season for these Worland Warriors. They'll look to make it a comeback victory against the Grace Grizzlies. 35-24 Warriors trail it on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard heading to the second half. This is Worland Warrior basketball on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McCamey at McCameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today. And welcome back inside of Rock Springs High School. Second quarter set to get going here. The end of the horn went off about a minute ago, so the officials just kind of talking to either squad here as the Warriors will have the opening possession of the second quarter. See if they can generate some good offense to start quarter number 3, as you got Cannon, Mascaro, Mitchell, Page, and Bradshaw out there. So Williams stays on the bench. Only different starter out there is Bradshaw. So Cannon will bring the ball in here. Warriors moving off right to left as you tune into this one, or if you're just tuning in audio. Here's Kobe Bradshaw to start the half with a 3, no good. And then the rebound taken down by Smith, and here's Draper on the other side. Dump it down low for Yost. Works on Grant Page and able to get that shot to go falling away from the bucket, and an early bucket for the Grizzlies as the Warriors come back the other way. Bounce it right side for Mascaro. Little pass fake. Now give for Cannon. There's Bradshaw in the right corner. Had it poked away by Yost and out of play. Ooh, thought that was last touch by the Grizzlies, but they say the Warriors had that poked away from Bradshaw, then it tapped him there on the side, so the Warriors an early turnover. So maybe not the exact start the Warriors were looking for here to start half number 2. They'll look for a defensive stop now. Draper outside. They're looking to get the ball to Yost as he looks to post up. Draper moves off to the left-hand side. Ball in the hands of Cade Kimball all the way to the hoop. Fight for the rebound, and it's tipped right into the hands of Yost. Blocked by Mascaro. Warriors fortunate to escape, giving away a bucket there. And now it's forward for Bradshaw. Get it in for Page. The free throw line ball tipped, and now it's a turnover here for the Warriors. Ball up ahead quickly. Yost runs into Page down low. Kick it up top. 3 straight away for Chase Smith. No good. Rebound on the inside there for Grant Page. The Warriors quickly up the floor they go. Draper all the way up now for Kimball. Has to wait for some reinforcements as Yost has it. Smith looks to dribble drive. Now pulls up. Mid-range jumper is up and good. Sorry about the camera work there as Smith knocks down the bucket, and it's a 15-point game again at 39-24. Cannon had to get rid of it out to the right side. Get it in for Page. Shot is up, no good. He should head to the free throw line, though. Nice job of the Warriors to get it down for Page. Foul going to go on Chase Smith, his second, first of the half here on the Grizzlies, and Page's first trip to the free throw line. Grizzlies made 9 more trips to the charity stripe in the first half. It's a 9-3 advantage there from the free throw line. See if Grant can find the range here from the charity stripe. First one up, no good. Didn't quite have enough leg lift that time around for the Warriors. Second free throw for Grant, short as well, so the Warriors can't get it from the free throw line either. So here it comes forward, running the floor is the man who committed the foul. Now there's Kimball with it, trying to give it for Yost. Ball out on the deck, and that's going to be a tie up there. It'll stay with the Grizzlies, but good effort onto the deck here. 6:05 to go, third quarter, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We'll remind you the Lady Warriors will play at 10:40. They won't. I don't think they'll tip it off early here in the morning. They might, maybe, if the trying to get the Lady Warriors back on the road, but I would expect to start at 10:40. Smith forced out there by Page, and then Yost, a mid-range jumper is up and good. The mid-range game has been good for the Grizzlies. All of a sudden, the Warriors find themselves down by 17, so got to work back into it here, possession by possession. Mitchell has it down low in the corner, and then he throws it away. Stolen by Smith, up the floor, then taken right back by Cooper Cannon. Cannon splits the defense, heads to the inside, tapped away there by Kimball, and out of play. Ball in for Cannon. Looking to get it into Page, but couldn't get it in there. Now Bradshaw, Mitchell over the top here for Grant Page. Up, no good, but he'll head right back to the free throw line. So they're trying to get a heavy dose of Grant Page here in the early going. Yost with the foul. I think that's just his first, though, here. Second of the quarter on the Grizzlies. 5:30 to go. Warriors held scoreless here in the opening 2.5 minutes of the third quarter. There's better stroke that time from Grant Page, and now a timeout, 30-second variety taken by head coach Tanner Hart, and the Warriors will step away shortly. 41-25, Grace Grizzlies on top of the Worland Warriors on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
And welcome back inside of Rock Springs High School. Warriors trailing 41-25 here as Grant Page will have one more free throw out of the timeout. Don't see any changes from these Warriors here at this point, so Page trying to knocked down a pair, missed his first two. Warriors just 4 of 9 from the free throw line, trying to jump it out to 50%, make it 5 of 10 so far on the day, but missed the second, and the rebound taken down by Yost, and here comes Grace the other way. Straight away, Kimball. Now give for Yost, forced out that time by Page. Give it for Smith on the outside left, looks to drive. Ran out of room, almost taken away by Mascaro. Now Smith wants to drive again, going to go to the right side, puts up a shot, missed it. It was deflected by the Warriors there, and now it's outside for Mitchell. Skip it over for Mascaro. Shot fake, left his feet, gives for Mitchell. Holds things up, trying to go for Page. Shot is up against Yost. Another foul, as we'll see if they get Smith. I think they got Smith. I say Yost was putting his hands up saying, I got that clean in the thing. And the reason is because it wasn't on Yost, it was on Smith. And right back to the free throw line goes Grant Page. Warriors got to find a way to start knocking these free throws down. 4:55 to go here, third quarter. And the first one up and no good. And again, could be some fatigue late on in this tournament so far. Most of these free throws have been short, as Avon Jones will come in for Gunnar Mascaro. On the other side, Carter Meacham in for Chase Smith. So Page, this is not like him. He's 1 of 5 from the free throw line, usually a pretty solid free throw shooter. So kind of unexpected here from Grant, as the second one looks better and does splash through. So 15-point game, 41-26. Warriors trail it. I'll look for another defensive stop here as Draper has it outside for Meacham. Looking for a screen. Meacham can dribble, then gives it off for Yost. Yost goes down to the left baseline, forced out there by Page. Now Draper. Spin move down to the left elbow. Drop it off for Kimball. Tries to skip it across, stolen away by Mitchell. Great read there. Elias all the way the other way with a right-hand layup up and good. Warriors needed that one there, trying to create a little momentum here midway through this third quarter. Good defensive principles there for the Warriors as Draper holds it high against Cannon. A couple of hand checks there from Coop. Kimball going to go to the lane, got past his man, got past Bradshaw, up and good. So number 1, Kimball, with a bucket there to stretch the lead back to 15, 43-28. Cooper Cannon all the way to the hoop, a little scooping layup. Not sure how he got that one right, but Cooper's got his first bucket of the second half, and the Warriors back within 13. Right corner, now right wing. They'll go for Yost. Going to go to work on Page. Forced out across the baseline. Shot fake now for Meacham. Outside Draper, straight away for 3. Left it off the front 10, no good. Rebound the second time by Page, and he's fouled. So the Grizzlies come up empty, and the Warriors fortunate there as Gavin Draper committed the foul on the second rebound. It dropped right down to Meacham. But the Warriors will bring in Michael Williams. See if Michael can find his range from the outside. Only had 1 shot so far on the day. He's 0 of 1 from downtown, 0 of 1 from the field. 3:30 to go here for the Warriors, trying to break this to a 11 or a 10-point lead. Jones up top for Williams, steps in. Got a little room just inside the perimeter. That one's short, didn't have enough underneath it, and the Grizzlies are running the other way with it. Side it goes for Draper, tipped away by Grant Page out of play. It'll stay with the Grizzlies. Lady Warriors entering the court from the far hand sideline. Can see them coming into the picture now. Draper with 3:13 to go in the third quarter. His team leading by 13. Warriors looking for another defensive stop, trying to get the ball in for Yost. Have to go up top. Three-pointer on the way for Bodie Smith. No good. Long rebound chance. It's Mitchell. It tried to save it, but it stays with the Grizzlies. Short on the mid-range jumper from Yost, and Williams clears off the board this time. Back the other way, Cooper Cannon, aggressive all the way to the hoop, and he's fouled on his way up on a reach-in. It's either Smith or Kimball, and it'll be on Kimball. So Cannon getting the line. He's got 13. Baker's dozen in the game. Only Warrior in double digits so far. I like the aggression from Coop, as there's going to be a timeout, 30-second variety by head coach Travis Draper and the Grace Grizzlies. We step away with them, 43-30. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Warriors trail by 13. Free throws next for Cooper Cannon.
McGarvin. From the moment
Kinlan Ace Hardware, Caleb Kinlan and team, appreciate them. Promo there, got some good Christmas gifts there at Kinlan Ace Hardware. It's not just your hardware destination. They got some good Christmas gifts. Of course, if you're looking for a new grill, anything else like that, plus friendly help as well for those shopping at Kinlan Ace Hardware. So Cannon at the line for 2. First one up, spins away, no good. Warriors 5 of 13 from the free throw line. That's starting to hurt them. Had a chance. They're just 2 of 7 in the half and make it 2 of 8. Fight for the rebound. Yost got it away from Jones, so the Warriors unable to break into it with the free throws here. And now the Grizzlies start the offense again with 2:48 to go here in the quarter. Mitchell trying to take it away from Kimball. Couldn't quite take it away. Now it's Meacham at the free throw line outside for Draper, looking for a screen now. Moves top of the key. Meacham deep outside the perimeter. Yost asking for it there on the left elbow. Kimball bounces it in for Yost. Wants to go to work. Forced out there by Page. Trying to reset. Here goes Meacham down the lane. Has to throw it high for Kimball. Back up top, Draper. Good defensive set for the Warriors. See if they can turn it into a stop. And now Jones from behind almost took it away from Yost. But it's back with the Grizzlies way outside. Thought about the 3. Now Yost will take on the 3. That one's short of everything. Mitchell for a short rebound there. Nice job for the Warriors as they have possession again. Outside for Williams. Trying to go inside for Page. Collects himself. Trying to get inside, and he's able to muscle it up there and good to the inside of Yost. Warriors back within 11 of the minute, 45 to go here, third quarter. Now Draper in a little bit of trouble. Gets it across, though, for Bodie Smith. Better couple of minutes here for the Warriors. The ball goes out for Meacham in the corner. Mitchell trying to hassle him there near the sideline. Bodie Smith, and it's taken away by Williams. Gets it up ahead for Cooper Cannon. Backside for Mitchell. Takes on Draper to the hoop, up and good. Warriors break within 9 now. Outside it goes into the right corner, trying to bounce it in for Draper, and a foul on the reach-in by Page, and that's going to be his 4th. He had played really well through the quarter with 1:09 left. He'll probably have to come out of the game. That's foul number 4 on Grant Page. Baseline inbounds play. Page has got to come into the game. Got to go quickly, and I think Derek Hackbarth's going to come into the game for the Warriors. So Page wanted to come out, protect himself from potentially that 5th foul. Warriors looking for a stop here. Hackbarth's going to have his hands full. We'll see who's defending against Yost here. Kimball got to the inside on the low left block. Warriors lost him coming across the paint. Back to an 11-point game, 45-34. Jones in the corner. Mitchell short on the 3. Long rebound now, running out with it. That was Carter Meacham. Give it now for Smith to the inside. Back for Meacham. Skip it all the way across for Kimball. One more touch pass. Bodie Smith for 3. Left wing wide open. Got it. All right, back to a 14-point game as the Warriors can't defend the perimeter there. 48-34, 37 ticks left in the quarter. Jones needs some help, had it stripped away from him out of play. Gunnar Mascaro comes into the game. Got to imagine going to come in for, I was going to either Mitchell or Jones, I was guessing. Warriors had it back within 9, but a 5-0 mini run here for the Grizzlies as Cannon fakes from the outside. Back for Williams. Give it off for Jones. Shot fake, dribbles right, poked away from behind there, and now it's an uneven break, and Cannon tips it away. Good job for the Warriors. 16 seconds to go. Warriors have a chance to generate a shot here, last one of the quarter if they want it. Cannon shaking, moves left inside the paint, and it's tipped away as he's on the deck. Thought that one came off of the Grizzlies last, but they say that Cannon just threw it away, and then Cannon takes it away. Well, shot fake, and shot is up, no good, but he's fouled here by Carter Smith. That's Smith's 4th. Good job by Coop just to get himself to the free throw line. Warriors trail by 11 at the half. They're going to be trailing by at least 12 going into the 4th quarter, depending on if Cooper Cannon can knock in these free throws. First one up, first one good. 48-35, Warriors still got to defend no matter what here. Ball is down. Yost trying to get rid of it. 2 seconds, 1 second. They can try a three-quarter court shot. I don't know if they really got it off. Heading to the fourth quarter, Warriors trail it by a baker's dozen. 48-35, Grace on top. 8 minutes left in this one. Fourth quarter next on the Pregame Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
Back here at Rock Springs High School, Jordan McKamey with you, heading to the fourth quarter. Warriors trailing this one 48-35 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. In this one, Warriors holding Parker Yost to 4 points in the quarter. He's got 19. Warriors, unfortunately, just 6 of 16 from the free throw line. Even if you bump that up to 10 or 12, you're back within single digits. But unfortunately, in the quarter alone, we're just 3 of 10 from the free throw line. That's 30%. And again, you can talk about potentially tired legs late on in this tournament. Right now, the Grizzlies have looked the fresher team, but got 8 minutes to change the momentum here. And the Warriors, you know what, need a bucket right away out of the gate. And the Warriors get it. Jones in the corner, and he couldn't handle the pass and an early turnover. And that was the last thing the Warriors wanted out of the break there. Now Draper's going to push up the left side, get it for Yost. Dumps it to the backside for Bodie Smith, up and good. And the Warriors trail by 15. So a turnover early on in the quarter. Last thing the Warriors wanted. Ball ahead for Cannon out in the top of the midway line, then try to dump it inside for Hackbarth, taken away. So back-to-back turnovers for the Warriors, up to 19 by our tally. And not the way you wanted the fourth quarter to start if you're the Warriors. Now the Warriors take it away with Mascaro running the other way, all the way to the hoop. Couldn't finish the shot, and they say that Hackbarth touched it last. So now Grant Page going to have to come in with those 4 fouls, and we'll see if he can play good defensively. I got to imagine if you're the Grizzlies, you just got to go straight in to Yost as Jones and Hackbarth come out. 50-35, Grizzlies on top here. Draper has it now, pushing towards the front court. Warriors trying to take it away, drop it back off here. Ball's loose on the deck. Now Cannon's got it. He's going to go all the way to the hoop with a left hand, up and good. Streaking to the hoop was Cooper Cannon. Warriors needed it. And is there some sweat on the sideline? Something the official didn't like there right near the Tigers lettering there here on the near sideline. So Cannon with a big play. Warriors going to start to try to turn things over. Could have been a bloody nose situation here for the Grizzlies. That was number 21, Bryson Anderson. So Warriors going to look to defend the inbounds. Ball's going to come in now to the far side for Edwards. Throw it up. Draper rises to his feet. Up ahead, Meacham. Now into the front court the Grizzlies go. Back for Draper. 3 on the way, no good. Backside rebound, though, for Edwards. A second possession here for the Grizzlies. Kick it out for Meacham. Dribble drive, got past his man all the way to the hoop, up and good. Warriors couldn't recover in time. Up ahead quickly for Mitchell. Back for Mascaro. Into the corner, Williams. Shot fake there. Back to the inside here for Grant Page. Swatted from behind. A lot of contact there, but Draper has the rebound. Up ahead for Smith. Into the corner, Edwards. Thought about the three, then pulls up for a mid-range jumper. Kicks off the front edge. No good. Spills over. Good rebound by Mitchell. Outside for Williams. He'll spot up for a three, and the Warriors needed it from downtown from Michael Williams. First bucket of the day for Williams, 52-40. Ball loose there. Draper nearly had it taken away. Then up ahead for Meacham. Meacham straight to the cup. Now gives Yost elbow jumper. That one's no good. And then Page can't get the rebound. Another short shot. Yost tips it around, and then Page has it. And a foul on Yost there as he's kind of slapping around with the hands there. Warriors, big three there. Johnny Thomas going to come in for Michael Williams. I think the Warriors just trying to protect Michael a little bit with that ankle sprain. Don't want to put too much pressure on it here heading into the holiday break, but big three there from Williams. Cannon gives for Mascaro, now for Mitchell. Give it to the inside for Page, all the way to the hoop from behind, and the foul. Yost went for the cheap block from behind, gets tagged for the personal, and that'll send Page the line for a three-point play. Chance for the Warriors to dive this under a double-digit lead for the Grizzlies. So Page on the way and good. So Page with 11 points now for the Warriors, and it's a 9-point game. Pressure in the backcourt. Draper up ahead. Ball taken away by Page. Here comes Mascaro the other way. He'll go all the way to the hoop. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Throws it outside. Cannon wide open for three. A little bit short there as the Warriors can't track down the rebound. And last touched off of Mascaro and out of play. Man, couldn't have gotten Coop a more wide open shot. And it was on line. Just didn't quite have enough air underneath it. Ball comes in for the Grizzlies, now into the front court, and quickly that didn't establish himself. That's an over and back, so the Warriors' pressure starting to pay dividends here in the fourth quarter with 5:09 to play. They trail by 9, trying to cut this to potentially a two-possession game. No changes either way, and as you can see, I don't know if you've checked out the Grizzlies bench, it's short here today. Ball for Thomas. Give for Cannon. Backs it out now. Mascaro for Mitchell. Trying to go down the baseline, and a blocking foul. He had Page in the middle, but a foul going to come in on number 34, Yost, and he's been stacking them up here. That's 4 fouls on Yost. Warriors, if you're them, you got to attack Yost here. If you can get him out of the game, that changes the entire complexion here, and he's going to come out of the game now. Bodie Smith, timeout on the floor. It's of the full variety. 4:54 to go. Grace Grizzlies 52, Worland Warriors 43. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
We're Brian Honey.
So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them, trying to, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, DJ lives by me, so the community is all there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank, and you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you, and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
Welcome back inside the broadcast here. We're up in the press box at Rock Springs High School, 52-43. Warriors having a positive fourth quarter thus far, outscoring the Grizzlies 8-4. It'll be a baseline inbounds play for the Warriors here as Yost came out of the game. This will be good for the Warriors. See if they can get the ball in for Page. Jones dribbling, needs to cross over here, almost lost it, drops it off for Cannon. Crossover dribble into the paint, all the way to the hoop, banks it home. And Cooper Cannon, he's got great body control. It's a 7-point game. Meacham outside it goes for Carter Smith. Warriors starting to put the defensive pressure on, tightening the vice clamps down. 4:30 to go. Draper with it. Now give for Edwards. Ball tips off. Edwards into the backcourt. I'd say that's an over and back. That did not touch a Warrior. That was off the foot of Edwards, and that's another turnover, and the Warriors are starting to pour the pressure on here, trying to get this down to a 5 or a 4-point lead as the ball comes in for Cannon. Goes right for Jones, into the corner for Johnny Thomas. Tried to kick it to the inside. Mascaro back for Cannon, way outside for Coop. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound. Comes down. Mascaro's got it. Back out for Cannon. Shot fake to the elbow, all the way to the hoop. He took 3 steps. He jumped, went for that Euro step, but got tagged for the travel there. I like the effort from Cannon, but that second step after the collection sees the Warriors turn it over. They've had their opportunities to break this into a 2-possession game. Right now they trail it by 7, 52-45. Meacham with it, left his feet, throws it into no man's land, but got it to Bodie Smith. Then they're going to look to get it inside. Draper backs it out here as we're midway through the fourth quarter. 3 on the way, no good, short. There's Avon Jones with the rebound, spins out of trouble here, and now will push it up the right-hand side for the Warriors. The Grizzlies have backed off a bit. Mascaro has it now, goes for Cannon. Sets the offense. They're trying to deny the ball here to Page on the inside. Thomas will be open, looking to get it there. A little head fake back for Mascaro. Skip it all the way in the corner for Cannon. Takes on his man. A little turnaround, went for the banker, a little bit short though. And Cannon defending in the corner, throws for Edwards, spills along the floor. Ball up ahead for Draper, outside for Meacham. The Grizzlies trying to settle it down, 3:15 to go. Meacham, Smith wanting it, and there's Cannon. He tipped it away. It's a foot race. Cannon able to tip it to himself, back the other way, up for 2, and Cannon makes it a 5-point game. Coop with 20 in the game, and the Warriors back within 2 possessions. This one's tightened up in the fourth quarter, and a timeout taken by head coach Travis Draper and the Grace Grizzlies. Warriors chipping their way back into a 2:58 to go, 52-47 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Welcome back inside the press box here at Rock Springs High School. Set the scene for you. Warriors came into the quarter trailing by 11, went down by as many as 15, but now it's a 5-point game after the Cooper Cannon steal and score. Warriors outscoring the Grizzlies 12-4 in the quarter. Was 48-35 coming into the quarter, so it was a 13-point deficit. Warriors went down by as many as 15. Grizzlies get the ball in here. Timeout. Head coach Draper was hoping to get his team to settle down, and then all the way to the hoop, and a foul from behind as Jones denied the shot going in, but it will be free throws now for Chase Smith. First foul of the quarter on the Warriors, first of the game on Jones. So Smith to the free throw line where he is 1 of 2. Trying to stretch it back to a 3-point game. First one up good. 53-47. Still plenty of ball game left with 2:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second one on the way, tips over the front and down. So back to a 7-point game now, 54-47. Warriors into the front court with Cannon. Outside Mascaro. Skip it across for Cannon. Dangerous pass there, but gets through. Jones, right side for Cannon. Looks to dribble. Crossover there. Gunnar Mascaro. Dribble drive, trying to dump it off for Cannon. Push shot up. Crawled over the front, no good, but there's Grant Page on the inside, a little offensive board and putback for the Warriors. Needed it. And now a little backcourt pressure again. Edwards moves it outside for Smith. And then a blocking foul goes against Jones. He tried to get in position, but was just about a half second too late there as Smith was coming downhill. And Cooper Cannon just asking, saying, how close was that one? And like I said, I think he was a half step there. Just had, if he'd just gotten that other foot established, might have gone the other way. 2:19 to go. Yost comes in the game. If you're the Warriors, next time on the offensive possession, you have to go at Yost. You got to find a way to get the ball to Page. Ball looking to come in now. Draper gets it for Smith. He'll dribble against Bradshaw. Comes straight away for Draper. Outside it goes for Kimball. Yost offering a screen. Bradshaw screened off it. Draper around his man to the hoop. Up and good there. Just snuck underneath his man as Draper's got a bucket there for the Grizzlies. Back to a 7-point game, 56-49. Here is Mascaro. Ball tipped away, taken away by the Grizzlies. Yost in some trouble, and the Warriors trying to take it away. And now a foul here on the inside, and be the fourth on the Warriors. And I think they're going to tag Mascaro with the foul, and they do, so not the fifth on Page. Warriors going to get this one defended. Ball looking to come in, finally does for Draper, and the ball is loose on the floor, and Mascaro's got it. One dribble, he's got a man behind him, kick into the corner for Bradshaw. Now straight away for Cannon. He drives all the way to the hoop. Floating shot up, rattles in and out, no good. Like the shot from Cannon, but just wouldn't go down here. A little bit of a lid on for the Warriors. Meacham has it now in the corner. Give for Edwards, straight away Draper. We're under a minute and a half to go here. Warriors got to get a stop this time down as they'll push up. Draper outside for Meacham. Little spin move here against Jones, out of room. Give it off for Draper. In the corner it goes for Smith. Looking for a screen, poked away from him by Cannon, and out of play. Minute 12 to go, 7-point game. Warriors will be proud of the effort no matter what in the fourth quarter, but there's Edwards or Kimball straight to the hoop there. Warriors have gotten beat a couple of times on some inbounds plays. Now the ball comes ahead for Bradshaw. Outside it goes for Mascaro. Warriors got to get some shots up here quickly. Jones thought about it from deep outside. Then Page takes it to the hoop. Ton of contact there. Didn't call Yost. Should be out of the game, but Meacham will go the other way for an easy two. That should have been the fifth there on Yost. Ton of contact. Now it's a 11-point game. Jones has to take the three on. Avon Jones a little bit short. And again, the comeback going to come up a little short here for the Warriors. Fourth quarter was good. They'll rue some missed mistakes here as the game rolls on. Smith up and good. 13-point game now with 25 seconds to go. Warriors, it's always hard to get those final comebacks as Cannon knocks down a deep three as Cannon will have his best game of the season. 23 points, timeout on the floor. 62-52, 18.4 to go. And now it's a foul. I think they called it on Grant Page, so he'll foul out of the game. So after the whistle, and now a timeout on the floor. So we step away with them. 10-point game, less than 20 seconds to go here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard from Rock Springs High School and the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family. We weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com.
Set to come back to action here. Final 18.4 to go as Bradshaw's going to hassle Edwards in the back. Jones tips this one away out of bounds. Good hustle by Avon Jones. 13.8 to go. Again, the game out of reach with just this amount of time left for the Warriors, but good hustle towards the end of it. I'd say the first quarter and the fourth quarter were good for the Warriors. The second and third were not, as Draper has it quickly up ahead. Yost, chance at the dunk, and he does throw it down there late on for Yost. Final few seconds going to tip away here for the Warriors. 2 seconds, 1 second. Thomas puts it up, no good, as the Warriors fall in this one to the Grace Grizzlies, 64-52. The final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Post-game show presented by 7-Up. Your way next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. Welcome inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Warriors fall in their final game before the Christmas break, 64-52. The final. We'll hope to talk with Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart before the team. I'm not sure if they'll stick around or if they'll head towards South Pass trying to get back home. No, there's some travel restrictions out there, so might have to go around the long way. We'll see, but whatever the case is, hopefully safe travels for everybody at the conclusion of this one. Lady Warriors going to come up next, take on the co-host, the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Warriors in this one, I'd say the bookend quarters, the front end and the back end, first and fourth, very good quarters in the middle. They just couldn't take care of the basketball enough. Too many turnovers, gave up some easy buckets. At the end of it, ends up being about a 12-point victory. Warriors had it all the way down to a 5-point lead with a good run of their own in that quarter. But in the end, it was a little 11-4 run to close out the quarter for the Grace Grizzlies to give them the 12-point victory, 64-52. Jumping into the stat summary for the Grizzlies: 6 points for Cade Kimball, 1 for Keithan Edwards, 6 for Gavin Draper, 10 for Carter Meacham, 13 for Bodie Smith, 7 for Chase Smith, and 21 for Parker Yost, including 6 of 8 shooting from the free throw line. For the Warriors, Kobe Bradshaw with 2 for Gunnar Mascaro, 23 for Cooper Cannon, 13 for Grant Page, 9 for Elias Mitchell, and 3 for Michael Williams. Warriors down 3 triples in the game, 5 of them for the Grace Idaho Grizzlies. 64-52, the final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Take a quick break. On the other side, we wrap up the boys game with a chat with Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart. That coming your way here in 30 seconds on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. And welcome back inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Jordan McCamey with you now, joined by Worland Warrior head boys basketball coach Tanner Hart. 64-52, the final. Coach, we were talking a little bit off air. If those middle quarters had looked like the bookend quarters, this could have been a different scoreline for the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say any other word, but I'm just disappointed right now. I felt like we haven't gone backwards yet so far in this journey, and I felt like there was quarters we're going backwards. I mean, we know we've been turning over the basketball a lot as it is, and that was kind of ridiculous. Came out pretty fired up. I was excited with our start. We were pressuring them and forcing the issue, and then the tables turned. And then we couldn't get the ball at the court, run plays. We got guys standing around. I mean, so I was just disappointed with the effort for a good chunk of the game. But, I saw the 5 guys that we had on the floor at the very end. I thought they were working their tails off.
Yeah, and I was going to say that fourth quarter does show perhaps the resiliency of this Warriors team. And I guess just from a coaching perspective, I've seen it from the broadcast booth, how difficult it is to get over that final hump. You make your way up the big hump, then there's one more to get over, and it's always a challenge. And the Grizzlies were able to withstand the storm there late on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much energy when you come back, when we spot them and would they get up 15 points or 17 points at one point, hitting shots. 34 is a pretty smooth post player, a nice player. They look like a bunch of football kids out there with good size. I think it was just a physically a tough matchup for our guys as far as that goes. I think they looked at the Riverton score and went, oh, okay, these guys aren't that good. But like I said, Riverton has different bodies than what we've got. And so when we come out and stand around, that was the difference there. And so I think Coop and other guys were giving it their all, but it takes so much energy to push yourself when you're down 15-17, get it within 5. that you get kind of gassed.
Well, and Coach, not that you want to be handcuffed by needing a guy on the floor, but obviously Grant Page getting into foul trouble puts this team at a bit of a unique disadvantage, especially when you have a good post player on the other side. Don't really have the size and the defensive ability of Grant Page to necessarily come off of the bench. It just seems like it's really important that Cooper and Grant are on the floor for the minutes that they're needed in each game.
Yeah, I mean, you see some of these teams that run kids 32 minutes or so, and those two guys are kind of like that for us. I know physically that maybe they don't feel like they can give that maybe this weekend or anything, but as we progress through the season, keeping them healthy and then keeping them good in foul situations is what we want to do, so we keep them on the floor as much as possible to help our ball club because, size-wise, when Grant went out, we're so much smaller. Michael, I don't know if it was the morning or the ankle or what, but I just didn't feel the juice and energy from him out there on the floor and was kind of sleepy. And so then when you have Ruckman out and not here, that changed our size and what we're able to do with our substitutions.
Jordan McKamey joined by Worland Warrior head coach Tanner Hart as we head into the holiday break. Imagine the boys get some time off. I'm not sure what all the rules and things are for the WHSA, but you get a little bit of time off here across the holiday break. What do you hope maybe these boys take into the holiday break and then coming out of it all the way off till January 8th, call it better part of a month before the Warriors back on the floor for some competitive varsity basketball?
Well, before the game we talked about, I was hoping we were coming in with some confidence, and I hope that's still true. Now I hope it's a little anger and a chip. I hope this frustrated us. I hope this woke us up, and not that we shouldn't be awake already. We should be awake. We've had some struggles and lumps, but I hope this lights a fire under a couple guys. Like I said, we had some different rotations in at the end, and if that doesn't wake guys up, then I don't know what will. We had kind of an unorthodox lineup, Johnny Thomas and Kobe Bradshaw there with a couple sophomores. But they're playing hard, and we'll play guys who play hard, and that's what we want. So hopefully it's a little bit of a wake-up call. Hopefully it's a chip on our shoulder going into break and ready to get better.
Well, Coach, any final thoughts here on the opening two preseason tournaments as we say goodbye to 2025 and look ahead to 2026?
No, just wish everybody a Merry Christmas and hope it's a good break. Hope we get healthy and come back that second week of Christmas break and get after it.
Head coach Tanner Hart, your Worland Warrior boys varsity basketball team. Coach, as always, thanks for sharing the thoughts. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in the early parts of January.
Okay, Merry Christmas, Jordan.
Head coach Tanner Hart there. We'll take a break and then close out. This is the end of the post-game show presented by 7-Up, 64-52. The final Warriors fall to the Grace Idaho Grizzlies. Worland Lady Warriors, Rock Springs Lady Tigers, your way next. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show in 60 seconds on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland are more than just realtors. Just ask Jake and Landy Bollinger. What drew you to McGarvin and Taylor?
And the way that she treated my family, my extended family, like her own family. We felt like family, weren't just a client at that point.
Once you found your home, did they make the rest of the process easy?
The bank we worked through for our loan, built great relationships there. It was smooth and quick and really kind of painless, honestly.
Yeah.
How have they continued their service after the sale?
Gas actually got shut off a week after we were in the house, and so we didn't have gas, and it was really cold that weekend. And a knock on the door, and here's Laura with some heaters for us, and a little bit later, here comes Kitty walking in with more heaters for us.
Any last thoughts or special sentiments?
We just feel like that they were put in our life for a reason, and they're going to be long life friends.
McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 701 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-4271, or visit them on the web at worlandwyo.com. And welcome inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, 307-347-4271. Talk to their talented real estate specialists in Worland. Visit them online to check out their inventory and land for sale at worlandwyo.com. That's worlandwyo.com. Worland Lady Warriors, Rock Springs Lady Tigers close out the Flaming Gorge Classic here for Worland Lady Warrior basketball in 2025. This Lady Warrior team, as you heard, if you tuned into the game on Thursday, a heavily short-handed team. Annie Page, the only varsity player able to make this trip for their five starters. Kat Navarro, Maddie Robertson out of the game, along with Lily Richardson and Emma Glanz as well. So the Lady Warriors, it's just been a different tournament. You don't really define the success necessarily with the wins and losses like you might with a squad if they were at full health here in this one. But the Lady Warriors will look to close this one out. They had a tough opener against Green River, big mismatch, a little bit better yesterday, according to head coach Mark Mortimer, and then today they'll look to close things out against Rock Springs on a positive note here again. As mentioned, 4 of 5 starters are out there in Rock Springs Lady Tigers. They're a little bit shorthanded this year. They'll have maybe some size down low, but again, as head coach Mark Mortimer talked about, on paper, this actually looks like a good matchup, even with some of the younger players in there, but they're getting those experience in varsity minutes. Game speed is always a little different than practice speed, even when you're going JV versus varsity, whatever you might be doing. That speed is different in game time, but now feel like maybe the deer in the headlights moment is gone, and now you can play with the full confidence that you've generated throughout this tournament. So hopefully Lady Warriors can put in their best full performance of this young season as they look to end on a positive note here to end the 2025 calendar year. The Rock Springs Lady Tigers look to defend the home hardwood here from Rock Springs High School. Again, 10:40 estimated tip-off here, so less than 10 minutes away from starting lineups and the opening tip-off here from Rock Springs High School. This is the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. On the other side, we'll dive a little bit further inside of this matchup and then get you ready with the Lady Warrior keys to the game, and then it'll be time for the opening tap here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Knock, knock. The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors Special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland.
And welcome back inside the McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. Jordan McKeamy with you. Let's dive quickly inside of this matchup here for the weekend. Scores so far, Lady Warriors open up with a 51-9 loss to the co-host Green River Lady Wolves. Rock Springs fell 59-22 against Uinta, Utah. Then moving into Friday's contest, the Lady Warriors again drop at 64-28 against Evanston. Rock Springs picked up a win, 51-45 over 3A Rollins, and now they close out the tournament due to the Lady Warriors with the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers got a doubleheader today. They'll have this game and then the closeout game of the tournament later tonight. So a double dip for the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. The Lady Warriors looking to pick up victory number 1 of this tournament. Again, we talked about, though, 4 or 5 starters are out. So the Lady Warriors, their definition of success today, a little bit different than maybe if they had the full complement of players out there. I think that we'll see some confidence grow. Head coach Mark Mortimer much more happy with the performance yesterday against Evanston than he was with the opening game. Again, it was just such a matchup nightmare without Lily Richardson out there in that opening game. And then against Evanston had a little bit more of an even matchup, end up putting up some more points. They'll look to get Annie Page involved early on, only varsity starter out there for the Lady Warriors, and hopefully a little bit more confidence from the like of Jersey Richards out there, as well as Kennedy Bassett, who have seen plenty of varsity action, but usually the first couple off the bench, not into that starting five. So we'll see what they can get going there. Lady Warriors, again, came into the tournament averaging about 53 points per game. Again, though, when you have Kat Navarro averaging 22, Annie Page with 11 per contest as well, you lose a lot of your scoring power with Kat Navarro. She's kind of that release player on the rebounds when Lily Richardson's left inside to kind of handle the boards there. So the Warriors have been looking for another scorer in this tournament, and really today they're going to need it to be Annie Page. They're going to need the leading scorer to be her. Then they'll need Kennedy Bassett to take some from the outside to get some three-pointers to go down for the Lady Warriors. They want to stick into this one with the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Lady Warriors coming in at 3-2 overall on the season, with the Rock Springs Tigers getting their first win. I believe that they are 1-5 so far on this young 2025-2026 season. They come in. They were averaging just 25 points per game. So again, they are in a bit of a struggle situation. Got some younger players out there for head coach Mike Swenson, the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. So could be in for an entertaining one here on a Saturday morning to close things out. We appreciate you tuning in on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. That's going to do it for a McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate pregame show. And actually, again, let's dive into our Lady Warrior keys to the game. Again, got to get early touches for Annie Page. That's key, number one. Number two is take care of the basketball. Can't be turning it over constantly. We saw with the Warrior boys who just played. They start to stack up. You start to give up some of those easy buckets, and you got to clean the defensive glass. Just got to limit those second chance opportunities as best you can. Those are the Lady Warrior keys of the game. McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate in Worland, our pregame show sponsor. Thank you to them. Find them online at worlandwio.com or give them a call to talk to one of their talented real estate specialists at 307-347-4271. A thank you to Kitty Borderman and team at McGarvin and Taylor Real Estate. Northern Wyoming News, starting lineups and opening tip-off coming up on the other side here from Rock Springs High School on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
We're Brian Honey.
So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them, trying to give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, DJ lives by me, so the community is all there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank, and you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you, and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
We're ready for varsity girls basketball action here to close out the Flaming Gorge Classic from Rock Springs High School. Lady Warriors 0-2 so far in the tournament. Look to take down the co-hosts here on a Saturday morning as we dive into our Northern Wyoming News starting lineups and opening tip-off. The Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Find them online at yodaily.com, wyodaily.com. Weekly print publications on Thursday, local, regional, national news, classified section, dedicated sports page, and more. The Northern Wyoming News in Worland. Thanks to Carla Pomeroy and team there at the Northern Wyoming News for their continued sponsorship of our starting lineups and opening tip-off here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Let's get into those starters here for the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. They're going to go this way. They'll go number 10, Aspen Soltis, number 21, Shiley Zancanella, number 22, Isabella Bear, number 23, Briley Webb, and number 34, Allison Condi. So it's Soltis, Zancanella, Bear, Webb, and Condi for the Lady Tigers. They'll be in their home whites, orange numbers for the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. For the Lady Warriors, they'll start this way. They're going to go with number 0, Miriam Gayton. That's number 1, Kennedy Bassett. Number 2 is Aiden Donahue. Number 15 is Annie Page. And number 14 is Jersey Richards out there. We'll double check those starters, but that's the way that head coach Mark Mortimer is going to go. Those are our Northern Wyoming News starting lineups. Opening tip-off next here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warriors special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453.
And we're ready for our Northern Wyoming News opening tip-off here from Rock Springs High School. Going to have Condi in the middle taking on Annie Page. A little size advantage in there, so we'll see who can control the Northern Wyoming News opening tip. And it's Page who got it, but it's into the hands of the Lady Tigers. So it'll be the Lady Tigers starting things off here. And actually a one change, 43, Hannah Millman into the game for the Lady Tigers in the starting lineup. To the side, Isabella Bear, and dropped it out of bounds. Out of play, turnover early for the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Lady Warriors first possession here. They're going to face some pressure. Richards set to inbounds, comes in for Donahue, jumps it over the top for Gayton, back for Donahue, pushes into the front court for Gayton. Corner for Page, wants to go to the baseline, got all the way inside and then threw it high off the glass over the top of the standard, and out of play it goes. So an early miss there for the Lady Warriors, but like the good aggression there from Annie Page, it looked like it was partially blocked and trying to push that one up. Kind of launched it over the top of the standard and out of play. Ball comes up top now for Millman. Outside left it goes for Soltis. The right wing, Zancanella, shot on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound, saved inbounds, but out of play it goes. So Lady Warrior basketball now is a look to get this ball in. Finally do high for Donahue. Back for Richards, trying to get it for Donahue. It's taken away here from the Lady Warriors. Up no good on the shot by Rock Springs, and out of play back to the Lady Warriors. So looking to get that second pass here. That's what's going on for the Lady Warriors. They're trying to get that second pass in. Donahue has it spill off her. Richards able to track it back down. Still has the dribble. Pushes outside and trying to go back for Donahue and a walk with it. So the Lady Warriors 2 turnovers in the early going. And again, they're going to face that pressure. Got to try something different. And head coach Mark Mortimer going to quickly bring Richards out of the game. Bring Kale Kinlan into the game. Zancanella brings the ball in. Millman up top. Dribbles right wing. Into the corner it goes for Bear. Dump it to the inside, and now foul there. A little bump off. Think they're going to get Aiden Donahue on the foul here, and they do. So a baseline inbounds play. Official here on the near side letting Mike Swenson know where he's allowed to be and where they'd prefer him not to be. Trying to get the ball in for Condi, but comes up top now. Kick it right side for Bear, into the corner for Zancanella, down low for Condi. Missed the shot, got her own rebound, back up. Third chance opportunity potentially, but then coming out of there with it is Kinlan. High dribble into the front court, nearly lost it, but the Lady Warriors chance to set the offense for the first time, but through the hands of Gayton and out of bounds. So 3 early turnovers for the Lady Warriors. Had a chance there for the first time to get into the offense, but failed to do so. Remains 0-0. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here, about a minute and a half in, a little more than a minute and a half in. Bear with it. Dribbles to the right elbow. Kick it out here for Millman. Shot fake. Goes to the right. Block shot up. Floater is good. So first bucket to Hannah Millman there. Lady Warriors again face the pressure, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Soltis. So Gayton get inbounds here. Got Bassett, Kinlan, and Donahue. Here, ball comes in for Kinlan. Has the dribble, pushes up here the near sideline and into the front court. Good decision by Kinlan to set the offense for the Lady Warriors. Into the corner it goes. Page. Down low it goes for Bassett. Turnaround shot, no. Fighting for it was Kinlan. Nearly took it away. Lady Warriors 0 of 2 to start the game. Go left side. 3 on the way here for the Lady Tigers. Rolls around, no good. Backside rebound, though, for Milden, and she's got both buckets for the Lady Tigers. 4-0 in the early going. Gayton in trouble, kind of threw it up into no man's land. Turnover there. Milman another shot up, no good. Fight for it, comes back down for Rock Springs, and then hops all the way into the hands of Condi. So the Lady Warriors, a lot of trouble here early on with this pressure. Donahue bounces it for Gayton. Trying to go back for Donahue, stolen away, up and good by Soltis. Timeout on the floor. Head coach Mark Mortimer and the Worland Lady Warriors. 5:11 to go. They trail at 8-0. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
So a full timeout taken by head coach Mark Mortimer and the Worland Lady Warriors. See if they can deal with this pressure. You got Bassett, Donahue, Richards, Page, and Kinlan out there for the Lady Warriors. Lady Tigers come back onto the floor now. So Donahue with it. Had a player open on the outside, have to go to the inside for Bassett, threw it over the top and out of play. 5 early turnovers for the Lady Warriors, so a frustrating start for them. Going to see a new check-in for the Lady Warriors. Brecken Dykstra into the game. Again, outside of Richards and Bassett and Page, a lot of these players primarily, and Donahue, primarily JV players. 3 on the way, no good. Another offensive rebound, though, for Millman, and she's got 6 in the opening quarter. It's an early 10-0 deficit here. Dykstra has the rebound and able to dribble through a little trouble. Foul goes in on Soltis. That's her second. So that's going to bring a change in here. Briley Webb going to come in for Soltis. So ball comes in for Kinlan. Dump it outside. Donahue has the dribble to the middle. Here come the Lady Warriors. Good break of the press there. Jersey Richards had it. Now Donahue for Page. Holds high. A little bump off there. No whistle. Back for Donahue. Tries to dribble the baseline. Ran out of room, but finds it here. Mid-range jumper. Dykstra banker won't go. Richards a backside rebound. Page open for 3. Passes up. Elbow jumper. No good. Ball tipped around. Fight for it. And finally grabbed here by the Lady Tigers. Webb, first touch of the day here for the Tigers. Outside it goes for Bear. Dump it to the inside, taken away by Page, and that'll be a tie-up. Lady Warrior basketball, nice job. Second turnover forced by the Lady Warriors. They trail it 10-0 here in the opening quarter. A little shutout pitch by Rock Springs in nearly the opening 4 minutes. Official comes to the sideline, just trying to get the check-in going. Berkeley Garner into the game for Rock Springs. They're going to go with this full court press yet again. Dykstra to inbounds. Gets the ball in for Donahue. Had a player up that far sideline going. Donahue able to dribble into the front court, give it off for Richards. To the inside, Page sets herself. Couple of moves to the inside, blocked away, fight for it. Kinlan has it, puts up a shot floater, no. Rebound for Page, up and good, plus the foul. That'll send Page to the line for a three-point play opportunity. Good effort from the Lady Warriors on the offensive glass here, and finally they break through at the 3:53 mark of quarter number 1. Kennedy Bassett will check in next for the Lady Warriors. Page eyes the target and knocks it down. So points for the Lady Warriors here. 4 minutes and 7 seconds into the first quarter. 10-3 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Rock Springs into the front court. Move it right from Millman. Get it into the hands of the check-in Garner. Millman works it around. Bear trying to go to the inside for Condi. Triple team came in. Skip it over. Webb steps to the inside, had it stripped away. Lady Warriors nearly come up with a steal, but Rock Springs retains possession. Tigers move it left to right along the perimeter, now straight away for Millman. Lady Warriors, good defensive set here. Wide open outside. Millman just inside the perimeter. No good fight for the rebound. Bouncing around. Finally grabbed there by Richards. Nice job by Jersey to take that one down, and now she'll push into the front court straight away. Outside it goes for Kinlan. Kinlan look to dribble, spin move there. Has Page on the outside, finally does find her there. Now Bassett, they sag off here. Bassett could launch this up, but gives it off for Page straight away. Now dribbles to the right elbow. Recollects to the hoop. Banker is up and good. Annie Page, she's going now. Cuts the lead in half. 10-5 here on back-to-back buckets for Annie Page. Lady Warriors finally have settled into this one, nearly 5.5 minutes into it, so good to see that. Outside, Briley Webb for 3, no. Karams off the outside, no good. Long rebound for the Tigers. Webb gets a screen, dribbles between 1-2, gives it off for Millman. Mid-range jumper from the baseline, no. Fight for it. Kinlan has it, bounces it off now for Dykstra, who push into the front court left. Give it now for Richards, that's Kinlan. Back wide open for 3 from the left side. Richards just a little too strong there. Fight for the rebound. Webb on the deck. Lady Warriors tied up. Ooh, called a tie-up late there. Looked like the Lady Warriors had possession back, but the Lady Warriors thought Mark Mortimer might be out to call a timeout. Possession arrow in favor of the Tigers. Jalen Agadu into the game for the Tigers, as well as Isabella Bear back in. Like Zancanella checks in as well for Rock Springs. In the corner, 3 on the way, left corner, air ball there, and Page able to get out of there with the rebound for the Lady Warriors. So another defensive stop for Worland. 10-5 your score. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, minute 40 to go. There's a little good dive to the inside by Page, left it short. Just enough defending by Agadu. Now the ball forward, driving to the bucket. Shot up, baseline, no good. Fight for it. Going to be taken down by Kinlan. Throw to the outside. Excuse me, that was actually Richard, and now that's got to be a foul. Oh, timeout granted to head coach Mark Mortimer and the Lady Warriors. 10-5, minute 26 to go here in the first quarter. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard back in 30 on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors! 10-5 here, minute 26 to go in the first quarter. Lady Warriors trailed 10-0. Then Annie Page with the last 5 for the Lady Warriors to cut the lead in half. Lady Warriors doing a pretty good job on the defensive glass after struggling early on. Glad to have you, whether you're joining us on YouTube, Facebook, the NFHS Network, or Huddle TV, wherever you're joined in. We appreciate to have you. Lady Warrior basketball out of the timeout. Richards to inbounds, gets it in for Kinlan. Back up high now for Dykstra, turned it over. There's a shot up and good for the Lady Tigers, and looked like that was Zancanella with the bucket. Lady Warriors on the outside need some help. Still have the dribble. Richards splits the defenders here, and then she's bumped off it. No whistle, and Page able to come back to get this one. And now she'll dribble into the front court as Rock Springs backs off, 12-5. 3 on the way here, left wing, and Kinlan splashes it from way outside for the Lady Warriors. 12-8 your score, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Big 3 there for Kinlan. Little dribble drive here down the baseline for the Tigers. Blocked away by Page, and then Kinlan comes out of there with it. Lady Warriors running the floor up the right-hand side. Kinlan holds things up, needs an outlet, finds it in Bassett out there. Lost the dribble and able to throw it off the feet of Isabella Bear. So Millman back onto the floor for the Tigers, and Dykstra comes in for the Lady Warriors. Setting some screens, got to get the ball in, finally do for Kinlan. Into the corner, they'll go down low. Dykstra, turnaround shot, threw it into the middle, turned it over there. Outside with Webb. Looking for a pass, finds it for Millman, wants a dribble. Dykstra on the defense. Webb, shot fake from the outside. Millman just inside the perimeter, puts up a shot, and it's good, plus the foul. Foul goes against Brecken Dykstra, and that'll send Millman to the line for a free throw. She's got 8 of the Tigers' 14 here in the opening quarter with 6.3 seconds to go. Free throw on the way, in and out, no good. Lady Warriors going to run the floor here. They have it for Kinlan. She looks to drive inside. Got to get the shot up. 1 second to go. Kinlan at the buzzer. Way too much on that one. Out of play over the standard. End of quarter number 1. Competitive one. 14-8. Lady Warriors trail by 6 heading to quarter number 2 here on the McKinney Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. Quarter number 2 set to get underway here. Lady Warriors, they trailed 10-0, but got an 8-4 run to close out the quarter, to close the gap to 6. It's Lady Warrior basketball to start quarter number 2. So Richards out there along with Bassett, Page, Dykstra, and Kinlan. Kinlan with a 3 in that opening quarter for the Lady Warriors. Haven't seen a ton fall, so it's good to see a couple of them fall here. Bassett near the midcourt line, gives it left side for Page. Shot fake there, now dribbles towards the left elbow. Holds up there, gets it out. Bassett thought about the 3, then passes it up, dribbles to the inside, able to throw it out for Dykstra. Mid-range jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound, finally grabbed here and running out with it is Isabella Bear. Bear the other way with it, has to kick it out. Millman shot fake, steps inside the paint, shot up, no good. Long rebound, last touch there by the Tigers as Millman couldn't bring it under control. Aiden Donahue in for Kennedy Bassett. Donahue with the pink sneakers out there for the Lady Warriors. Hard to miss those ones. The ball comes in for Kinlan. Nice little pass fake, and now dribbles to the outside. Webb tried to take it away, and now it's a fight for it along the sideline. Last touch, they say, by Kinlan, so a turnover there for the Lady Warriors. 7 turnovers here for the Lady Warriors. They've been good about breaking that pressure, but that time pays off for Rock Springs. Comes straight away now for Webb to the right wing for 3. That one's online and in. So Webb with a 3 to stretch the lead back to 9 for the Tigers. Lady Warriors trying to be patient with it in the backcourt. Now Richards give for Donahue. Has a little bit of trouble. Into the middle it goes. Richards has to push into the front court and finally does. Picked up the dribble. Page with it. Deep 3 on the way. Short. Comes off. Fight for the rebound. And Page saved it in but hit the baseline and out of play. Good hustle from Page. Don't mind the shot from the outside was open. Mackley Rohde into the game for the first time for the Lady Warriors here today. Webb hit the 3 last time, hits it in the right corner, and now down the line goes Millman. Skip pass across for Webb, taken away there by Richards, and now Donahue going the other way, all the way to the hoop, blocked away, ends up on the deck. Good block on the inside by Zancanella. Now Millman all the way the other way, puts up the layup, no good, spins off with a rebound. Frikondi up and good. So a 5-0 mini run here to start the quarter for the Tigers, and Page open up the floor, straight to the hoop, up and good. Annie Page with 7 of the Lady Warriors 10 now. Sorry, have the camera way out to the outside for you. Zancanella for Webb. Trying to cross over. Good defending here, but got past one. Blocked away. Now it's a foot race up the floor. Donnie has to slow things up here. Kicks it outside Richards. Tapped it away from herself, and now will step in to set the offense. Webb sagging off. Donahue. Give for Rohde. Now for Richards to the inside. Donahue. Shot up. No good. Fouled there on the closeout by Isabella Bear. So that'll send Aiden Donahue to the free throw line for 2. Short on the first attempt there for Donahue. Remains 19-10. Olivia Bear into the game, as well as Katie Moore. So head coach Mike Swenson getting deeper into his bench here with 5:42 to go in the first half. Second free throw better from Donahue. 1 of 2 there. So Aiden into the book with her first point. Outside Webb. Thought about the 3. Now trying to go to the inside. Threw it over the top. Turned it over. Bassett back into the game. Richards gets a break here. And Lady Warriors bench is short. Only got 9 players on the trip. Ball comes in for Bassett. Bounce it out for Donahue. Over the top here for Page and through her hands. Dang it. As that one just goes out of play there. Lady Warriors had broken that press super quick, and Paige had it, just took her eyes off it at the very end. Kind of see that sometimes in football, just trying to get up the floor quicker. Got to see that ball into your hands. Webb, another 3 online. That one's too strong, off, no good, but spills into the hands of the Tigers. Third chance opportunity here now as they kick it all the way out. Webb dribbles to the right elbow, tried to throw it to the inside, deflected away by Rohde and out of bounds. Actually, no, they say it was deflected out of bounds by Olivia Bear, so it'll go to the Lady Warriors. Lady Warriors at times have dealt with this pressure well. Ball comes in for Rohde. She'll push up the floor here towards midcourt and then tied up with it, and they'll go to Rock Springs on the possession arrow. Dykstra back into the game for the Lady Warriors as Rohde gets a break. 5:05 to go, second quarter, 19-11. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Lady Warriors trailing. Ball kicks around deep, 3 on the way, left wing short. Diving in for the rebound was Bear. Another fight for it. Lady Warriors trying to get it, finally do with Page. Dribbles herself out of trouble now, pushes up the right-hand side into the front court she goes. Dribbles around another, all the way to the hoop, lost control of it though. Looking for help, trying to find it and stepped on the end line there. Triple team came. on the Lady Warriors there as Paige looked like she was going to get all the way to the hoop, but lost control of it on the way to the bucket. And another turnover for the Lady Warriors. Like the quick break of the pressure, though. Webb out in the left corner, trying to skip it all the way across now, and a walk with it by Zancanella. Took the step before she got going. Allison Condi into the game for Briley Webb. Ball comes in from Dykstra, got it for Donahue. Tried to throw it to the outside, but throws it away into the hands of Zancanella for two. And now the Lady Warriors trying to deal with this pressure. Page gets it for Donahue. Now up ahead, go down low here for the Lady Warriors. Dumping it around, Donahue straight away for Dykstra. Give it for Page. Shot fake, drives, pulls up from 10. Little hook shot up too strong over the bucket. And stepping on the end line there is that Condi on the line. Bella Beamer into the game as well. Shot up from Page, no good. Karam's away. And a foul on the rebound. Dykstra picks up the foul there for the Lady Warriors. .350 to go, first half, 21-11, 10-point deficit for the Lady Warriors. Nearly taken away there by Kinlan. Floating shot there from the right side angle, no good. And then Page left the ball behind, needs some help. It's a triple team, can get the ball forward. Lady Warriors have numbers. Get it up ahead for Kennedy Bassett, pulls up, mid-range jumper, rattles around, can't get the shooter's roll, and then a fight for it. Ball's still loose, ripped away in the end by the Tigers' Olivia Baer. Outside for Condi. Straight away three, leaning in, no good. Fight for the rebound. Page had it momentarily, then a fight for it on the deck is Condi. Somehow got it out here. Mid-range jumper is no good again, and then another chance as Millman has another offensive rebound. The 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Zancanella. Condi. Work it around left wing for Millman. Defense here by Page. Millman crosses over, got past Page, puts up a contested shot, no good, but heading to the free throw line as Page ended up on the deck. Thinks she'll get tagged for the foul and does. So Page's first personal foul, but it'll send Hannah Millman to the free throw line. She had 8 points in the first quarter, but now still sitting on 8, looking to get it from the free throw line and knocks down the first. Tigers 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Lady Warriors 2 of 3. Jersey Richards will check in on the make if it goes down. And it is a 2-2 trip for Millman. Biggest lead of the day for Rock Springs at 12, 23-11. See if the Lady Warriors can close out the half well on a last 2:50 of the second quarter. Beamer going to inbound this one. Has Kinlan here on the right side. Still has the dribble. Tried to throw it forward. Beamer had it tipped away by Olivia Baer, so a sideline inbounds play. Lady Warriors, when this quick pressure collapses, if they can get it up the floor, Rock Springs committing a lot of bodies into the backcourt. Now Bassett has it. She'll dribble, tops it over the top now for Richards. Richards into the front court. Outside Bassett, wide open for three. Corner pocket just off. Too strong. Condi rips down the rebound for Rock Springs. Millman turns the left-hand side, gives it off here for Zancanella. Drop off for Condi, got past one Lady Warrior. Good block on the inside by Dykstra, but a rebound by the Lady Tigers. Condi's fouled on the third attempt, 2 shots coming. I think Beamer gets tagged with that personal foul. Lady Warriors' third of the quarter, just 5th of the game. Condi at the free throw line, strong, kisses off the back iron, then over to the front. .2:13 to go in the first half. Join us on the Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show. So we round out some scores from the weekend. 1-2 trip here for Condi. Ball tipped on the way in, looking for Kinlan. Has the dribble, trying to dribble around pressure. Now down the sideline here, tipped away by Rock Springs. Lady Warriors having a bit more trouble here dealing with this pressure. Page on the bench here right now for the Lady Warriors. Ball in for Bassett, trying to go to the backside for Kinlan. Trying to dribble here now against Condi, poked away from her, out of bounds. And actually, I say Kinlan just lost it off her own hand, so another turnover for the Lady Warriors. I think it's about 12 turnovers now in the first half for the Lady Warriors. 2 minutes to go, first half. 13-point lead for Rock Springs, 24-11. Condi turning around. Beamer tied it up, I think, and that'll go to Lady Warriors. Good hustle there by Bella Beamer, and she's able to get a possession back for the Lady Warriors. Page comes back into the game. Heading to the bench is Kale Kinlan. Gets a little coaching from head coach Mark Mortimer there. Ball comes in for Page. Gives it back now for the Lady Warriors. Richards. Forward comes Bassett, driving all the way to the hoop. Takes on a little defender there. Left the bunny short, though, and Rock Springs has a rebound. Like the good aggression, though, from the Lady Warriors. Outside, Millman sees a little bit of space, pulls up from 15 feet, and crawls over the front and down. So Millman with 12 now in the game. Lady Warriors trying to throw it in the middle, taken away by Condi. Back forward comes Bear. She's at the free throw line. Kick out Millman. Shot fake outside for Zancanella to the baseline. Try to dump it to the inside. Ball's loose. Beamer had it and then throws it out of bounds. No, it was actually tipped there by Zancanella, so it'll go to the Lady Warriors. The efforts there from the Lady Warriors haven't been able to hit those short shots, though. Been kind of the difference in this one. Ball comes in for Page, throws it over the top for Bassett. I like that move there from the Lady Warriors. Bassett all the way to the hoop, and she's fouled on the way up. Free throws coming for Bassett. Katie Moore with a foul, number 40. Now Bassett looking for her first points today. Had a good open look from the outside, couldn't hit the shot, but now at the free throw line. Ooh, took a long look before it caromed away. Minute 6 to go here in the first half. Second one looks better and is. So the Lady Warriors get a point there. Back within 14, 26-12. Lady Warriors settle into the half-court defense here. Millman kick it off right side Condi, and now Bear. Dykstra looking for the defense. Bear puts up the mid-range jumper there. Right baseline is up and good for Olivia Bear. 14-point quarter so far for the Tigers, and now committing a foul is the scorer, Olivia Bear. Third foul of the quarter here. 46 seconds to go. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 28-12. Ball comes in for Page. Quickly up ahead now for Richards to break the pressure. Now give for Page. Right elbow, skips it across. Wide open is Bassett for three on the way. A little bit too much on it. Fight for the rebound. Page has it back up. Good strong move, Eddie Page. She's got 9 in the game. Good extra effort from Page for the Lady Warriors. 28-14 double up lead here with 23 seconds to go. Tigers can hold for the last shot if they want it. Zancanella moves inside the paint at the elbow. Millman wants to dribble drive. Outside into the right corner for Bear. Shot fake there. To the hoop she goes. Shot deflected, no good. Millman got the rebound, though, for the Tigers. And the Lady Warriors see if they can push it up the floor quickly. Just 3 seconds to go. Page quickly up the floor. Bassett going to look to potentially get the shot off, but couldn't get it off in time. 16-point game heading to the halftime locker room. Rock Springs Lady Tigers 30, Worland Lady Warriors 14 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Washkey Prevention Coalition halftime show next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors!
We're a Brian Honey.
So 5 generations of beekeepers here in the Bighorn Basin, and we run a little over 10,000 hives of bees throughout all the counties in Wyoming. You know, I feel like they were always a part of the community, and we were just kind of right on the side with them, trying to, give back to the community. And Pinnacle Bank does an awesome job at that.
I see the Pinnacle employees, everybody that works in there, DJ lives by me, so the community is always there. Everybody's a part of the community from the bank, and you always have a good feeling knowing that someone's taking care of you, and that's what Pinnacle Bank has always been for us.
Welcome inside the Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. Halftime score here from Rock Springs High School. Lady Tigers 30, Lady Warriors 14. Lady Warriors have been within 5 at points in this game, but a second quarter that saw the Tigers outscore the Lady Warriors 16-6. The difference thus far, all 4 of the 5 field goals in for the Lady Warriors coming from Annie Page. The other one is a 3 from Kale Kinlan in that first half of basketball. It was competitive. It's good hustle from the Lady Warriors. They've missed some short ones that could have got them a little bit closer, but it has been a very good effort from this Lady Warrior team. They've had some trouble dealing with that pressure in the first half. I think they had 15 turnovers there unofficially in that opening half. So, of course, more than they would want, but I did think when they broke that, able to get it up to the outsides and press into the front court, they've been able to settle into the offense. Bit of a size matchup on the inside, of course, against Rock Springs. So some of those short shots we've seen Aiden Donahue get to the inside. We've seen Kennedy Bassett as well as Jersey Richards get in there. They've had it blocked away a couple of times. It's just kind of a size mismatch on the inside when you're missing Lily Richards and Maddie Robertson. Kind of tough to match up there. But this second unit for the Lady Warriors, I would say, from the opening day to the second day against Evanston, talking to head coach Mark Mortimer, I think this has probably been the most complete performance thus far, even though they trail by 16 at the half. Lady Warriors, I think they have a lot to be proud of in half number 1 here from Rock Springs High School. This is the Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. Warriors played a little bit earlier on, falling 64-52 to the Grace Grizzlies, so they'll be 1-5 heading into the varsity season in 2026. The Warriors and Lady Warriors off for 19 days now with the holiday break, and then the first game as we'll head to Rollins High School early on in January 8th. Will be that game at the home of the Outlaws. We'll, of course, have that one for you here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. So getting one of the long trips out of the way early on later. Warriors will have one other long trip to Mountain View, and Lyman will have all the Warrior and Lady Warrior basketball throughout this winter sports season. Do appreciate you tuning in, whether that's via YouTube, Facebook, the NFHS Network, or Huddle TV. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you give us our page a like, give the video a like, subscribe on YouTube, and you can turn on your live alerts and find out each and every time that the Warriors and Lady Warriors do go live here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. We'll take a break on the Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. On the other side, we'll wrap up first half stats, get you ready for half number 2 as Lady Warriors trail at 30-14 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here at halftime at Rock Springs High School in the Flaming Gorge Classic on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpet1worland.com.
Back live inside of Rock Springs High School, Flaming Gorge Classic 2025 edition here. Worland Lady Warriors, Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Rock Springs leading 30-14 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Let's head into those halftime scoring stats here for Rock Springs. 2 for Aspen Soltis, 4 for Shiley Zancanella, 3 for Briley Webb, 2 for Olivia Bear, 5 for Allison Condi, and 14 for Hannah Millman in that first half. For the Lady Warriors, 1 apiece for Kennedy Bassett and Aiden Donahue, 9 points for Annie Page, and 3 points for Kale Kinlan. 1 shot from the outside going down for the Lady Warriors. They had some good looks from the outside and kind of just unable to finish some of those close bunny shots, but as mentioned, think this is about the best performance for the Lady Warriors of the weekend. They knew it was going to be a tough one coming into the weekend, so short-handed, missing 4 of their 5 varsity starters out there, so some players who might not see a lot of the varsity court getting some important minutes just in case they do have to come into the game. So the Lady Warriors will take what they can here out on the road at the Flaming Gorge Classic. Second half, they'll see if they can kind of scrape their way back into it. They had been within 5 at points during this game, but right now trail it by 16 as we head towards quarter number 2 here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Mentioned the Warriors early on fell 64-52. The Grace Idaho Grizzlies. Warriors did get their first victory of the season, though. A 48-44 win over the Evanston Red Devils fell on the opening Thursday to the co-host Green River. That final was 64-49. The final there. Warriors very competitive in all their games today. Just kind of had a talk to head coach Tanner Hart. He talked about just a little bit of a sleepy feeling here this morning, so maybe some fatigue, maybe just not quite ready to go in these 9 a.m. games, and sometimes it can be tough to get ready for them, but the Lady Warriors seem like they are game for it. Warriors fall to 1-5 on the season. Lady Warriors trying to avoid 3 straight losses after 3 straight wins to open up the season against 4A competition at the Compete Casper Classic. We'll see if they can get back into it in half number 2. That's going to do it for our Washakie Prevention Coalition halftime show. The Washakie Prevention Coalition in Worland helping our athletes and all our scholastic students as well make great decisions in Washakie County, affecting their futures in a positive way. The Washakie Prevention Coalition in Worland. Second half action comes your way next as the Lady Warriors look to dig out of a 16-point hole on the McKamey Broadcasting Network.
Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pierre Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years. War Paint, custom designed warrior gear. Find them on Facebook or online at warpaint.com. Add your strength to the Shield today. Contact Jordan McKamey at McKameyBroadcasting@gmail.com or call or text 307-431-1468 today.
Second half ready to go here. Lady Warriors out there. Looks like they got Bassett, Donahue, Richards, Page. Is that Kinlan out there? We'll have to double check the numbers. Lady Warriors, so is Kinlan in the game there. So Donahue has it, left-hand side. Give it off for Bassett. Bassett, dribble drive, ran out of room, trying to get a little backdoor cut for Jersey Richards, but throws it out of play there. Just a little miscommunication on the pass there. So Lady Warriors early turnover here to start the second half. Millman with the ball straight away for the Tigers. Now she'll look to drive, almost stripped away, able to shuffle it off for Condi. Outside, 3 on the way, and 3 splash down for Zancanella. Stretches the lead to 17. Kinlan takes control of the offense straight away, gives right for Donahue, back for Kinlan. They'll work the perimeter. Will pass fake to the left side, and now Kinlan still dribbling with it. Page straight away, got it inside for Bassett, but couldn't handle the pass, and out of play, so back-to-back turnovers for the Lady Warriors to start half number 2. Timeout on the floor. Worland Lady Warriors, 30-second variety, 33-14 Tigers. Pinnacle Bank score back in 30 on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
McGarvin Moberly Construction Company in Worland is a leader in road construction and service. They stand by their core values: integrity, commitment, quality, and execution. For over 60 years, when a project needs done right, on time, and on budget, the first choice is McGarvin Moberly Construction. This construction giant is a pillar of the Worland community and supports its local athletes. McGarvin Moberly Construction in Worland, 1001 U.S. Highway 20, 307-347-4268. Go Warriors!
So quick timeout taken there by Worland Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Just wanted to settle his Lady Warriors into the second half here. Tiger basketball out of the timeout, and Lady Warriors gonna do some defending. Somebody's got to get back and defend. As the Tigers have it inbounds for Milden, want to put on a little pressure. Poked away from her, but a foul near midcourt. Donahue picks up her second personal, first of the second half for either team here. Less than a minute into the second half now as the Tigers will inbounds in the backcourt. Get in for Millman. Forward right, splits a couple of defenders. Straight away, outside here, another 3-0. Walking with it was Zancanella. Tried to get going downhill, but took the step before she took the dribble. Exactly 1 minute gone by here in the third quarter, 33-14. Favor of the Tigers. Only bucket of the half belonging to the Tigers, a 3 for Zancanella. Page looking to get the ball in, does now for Kinlan, throws it up for Donahue, has the dribble up the outside left, hands it off now there for Richards. Richards almost poked away from her. Bassett down the baseline, and she's blocked off there, so it'll be a foul on the Tigers. Foul goes against Isabella Bear. Just her second personal, and Bear will come out of the game. Actually, they call it her third personal. So that brings Briley Webb into the game. Page trying to get it in. Bassett's open out there, so is Richards. Straight away, Jersey Richards for 3. The bank is open. Unlocked the vault there, did Richards. Hits it from deep. And the Warriors get their first bucket of the second half as they trail 33-17. All straight away with Soltis. Defended here by Bassett. Trying to get it in for Webb. Kinlan defending there. Millman has it on the left baseline, has to dribble out of trouble and almost lost her footing there. But ball is able to be forced out there to Soltis. Now Webb. Dribbles here. Kick out for Zancanella. Millman straight away. Good defensive set here for the Lady Warriors. Dump it in for Condi. Straight up defense from Richards. Outside Zancanella, another three on the way. That one's short. Long rebound out for Page. Lady Warriors, the other side. Now it'll be Bassett for three, and she rips the cords from downtown. Back-to-back triples for the Lady Warriors. They crawl back within 13. Nobody's picked up the ball handler here for the Tigers, and shot forced up. No good that time for Soltis. Lady Warriors fortunate there as Soltis was unguarded coming forward. Now Donahue, a mid-range jumper, too strong, but a backside rebound for Richards. Puts it up, no good. And Webb able to clear off the glass on the second attempt. 5-10 and ticking away in the third quarter. 13-point game, 33-20. Condi wants it. Webb trying to get it there, but has to force it up top. Zancanella, deep three on the way. Got it from way outside for Shiley Zancanella, and the Lady Warriors have to come back the other way. And now Donahue steps on the far sideline. Lady Warriors turn it over there. So Olivia Bear comes into the game. Miriam Gayton into the game for the Lady Warriors. Getting a quick rest here for Annie Page with 4:53 to go in the third quarter. Outside left it goes here for Zancanella. Webb straight away. She'll take on a three, and that's back-to-back triples. All three field goals in the half from downtown for Rock Springs. Kinlan able to dribble out of pressure, dumps it ahead for Donahue. Outside Richard, she'll look to answer a three. That one kicks off the back iron, no good. And last touched over the top by Kinlan. So goes back to the Tigers. Good shot attempt there for Kinlan. Hit one, for Richards, hit one earlier on, and now a timeout. Full variety taken by head coach Mike Svensson. The Rock Springs Lady Tigers, 38-20 your score. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 4:27 to go in the third quarter here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. And we're ready to head back to action here between the Tigers and the Lady Warriors as Richards, Gayton, looks like Kinlan, Bassett as well out there. I think Beamer might be into the game as well. A little pressure in the backcourt from the Lady Warriors. Webb able to get it ahead for Millman. Goes downhill, almost stripped away from her, but into the hands of Connie. This is a bad, unfortunate bounce there for the Lady Warriors as Mackley Rohde was the one in the game, and she gets tagged for the foul there on the Condi shot attempt. Condi set to fire from the free throw line. A little strong, bounces away, no good. Tigers 3 of 6 from the free throw line thus far. Second one better, up and good. So a 1-2 trip there. 20-point lead. 40 to, not sure, 39-20 I thought was the score, but we have an extra one out there. Here's Richards, dumps it off now for Kinlan. Bassett straight away. Looked to set to fire, tried to get it to Rohde, bounced there, but into the hands of the Tigers. Straight away it goes, outside to the inside for Condi, ball's loose. Got it back for Millman. Side right is Bear, bouncing it in for Condi, and now a foul, a hold there by Rhodey on the inside. A little mismatch there for Mackley Rhodey against Allison Condi, trying to do her best there down on the low blocks. Brecken Dykstra checks into the game for the Lady Warriors, wearing number 20, so Rhodey will come out of the game. Bounced in for Webb, ball's loose. Condi on the deck, couple of players there. Millman and Dykstra tie it up. It'll stay with the Tigers on the possession arrow. Inbounds play coming in, 3:38 to go in the third quarter. Ball comes in, Bear, fake from three, trying to give for Condi. Back onto the deck, the ball goes, and a tie up again. It'll go to the Lady Warriors. Good job of the Lady Warriors to go get into the scrum there and try to take it away. Page into the game, and she'll send Dykstra into the backcourt here as Page will inbounds. Ball in for Gayton. Quickly back for Page. Now she'll dump over the top for Kinlan. The Lady Warriors break the pressure, trying to get it for Dykstra. Just a little too high off her fingertips and out of bounds. Ball outside to the right for Millman, dribbling half out of trouble. Now into the front court right, straight away. Give it off Bear, into the corner now for Zancanella. Condi inside, scoop layup, no good. And now backside foul whistled for. Foul goes against Page. First one no good. So it remains 39-20. Pinnacle Bank's scoreboard as Richards and Dykstra come out. Bella Beamer checks in, along with Kennedy Bassett. Second one also no good. Fight for the rebound. Kinlan brings it down. Nice job by Kale Kinlan to wrangle that rebound. Ball into the corner. Bassett, she'll take on a three. That one's too strong. Fight for the rebound. Players getting down on the deck. It might be another tie-up. No, they're able to get it out for Millman, pushing up the right-hand side at pace. Kicks it left side for Condi. Now back up top. Zancanella in transition for three, and she buries it. 3 threes in the quarter for Zancanella. As Page has it, pushes left for Gayton, back to the inside for Page, and she pushes forward, trying to get it down low now for Kinlan, up and good off the glass there. Kale Kinlan now with 5 points in the game, and Lady Warriors get a bucket. Should I get back within 20? Now here comes Millman the other way, going to take it on to Page all the way to the hoop. Nobody stopped her, and she says, I'll keep going, as Millman has her first bucket of the second half. And now a foul here by Webb on the near sideline. Double up lead at 44-22 as Agadoo comes into the game for the Tigers, and Donahue back in for the Lady Warriors as Kinlan gets a break with 2:18 to go in the third. Lady Warrior basketball here on the sideline. Lady Warriors just looking to get the ball in, got to move quickly. So get it in for Donahue now. Pushes left, gives for Page. Go to work on Agadoo. Back for Donahue. Tried to dump it to the inside for Beamer. Richards is able to recollect it, and now Page going to go down the lane. Stops on the right block. Back for Donahue. Dribbles there to the free throw line. Puts up a shot up, and good little jumper for Aiden Donahue. She's got 3 points in the game. And the Lady Warriors back within 20. Well, full court pressure. Millman going to find it for Bear. Now it's a little uneven break the other way. Give it for Condi, and Beamer tries to lean in. I don't think they're going to give her the two shots. Think that Beamer's just going to get the foul on the floor. But that is the fifth foul. That will send Condi to the free throw line for the bonus throws. Somewhere along the way gave Beamer an extra foul, so Try to figure that out as time goes by as Condi knocks down the first. Second free throw off, no good. Fight for the rebound, good job backside as Richards ended up on the deck. The court monster got her there. Don't know if there's a little moisture on the court there or what, but slipped on the floor, and it'll go back to Rock Springs. It was a good rebound, but in the end, the ball's kind of just bounced against the Lady Warriors. Agadoo deep outside left. Get it for Zancanella. That's a heat check three there and gets the shooter's roll. Well, when you're shooting well, you're shooting well. Zancanella with 16 points in the game. 4 threes in the quarter. Guyton trying to get it into the middle. Lost it. Now a throw up the floor. Bear trying to track it down and does on the low left baseline. Give for Condi outside Agadoo. Work it around now. Zancanella saying, give me the ball. I want to take the shot on. But Millman will go to the right side. Give for Bear. One more touch pass for Condi. The big will try the three. That one hits the back iron. No good. Fight for the rebound. Players go to the deck, and it'll be a tie-up stay with Rock Springs. 1:02 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Warriors trail it 48-24. Ball comes in for Bear in the left corner. A little bit of trouble here. Good defense from Beamer, and stepping on the baseline there was Bear. Nice defense from Beamer, forces the turnover. Page trying to get it in, tipped away by Agadoo. This is a tough corner inbounds play now as they're going to push Page a little closer to that corner. Lady Warriors, see if Richards can flash over on that far side, trying to get it to her. Yeah, finally does. Good job there by Page. Saw the same thing I did. Gayton through the middle, give it off for Donahue. She'll rip off a three. That one hits the front tin, no good, but a fight for the rebound. Tipped out by Agadoo. Should be Lady Warriors basketball, and it is. All looking to come in for Donahue. Tipped away, though, by the Tigers, and here comes Zancanella the other way. Steps inside the perimeter now, backs things out, needs a pass option, finds it in Bear. 38 seconds to go in the quarter. Condi, a little shot fake, got past Beamer to the hoop, and undercut that time by Donahue. So Condi to the free throw line again. It's 2 of 6 thus far. And make it 2 of 7 as that one hits off the angle, no good. Mackley Rohde into the game. Cale Kinlan back in as Beamer and Gayton come to the sidelines. Second one, no good. Fight for the rebound. Nice job by Cale Kinlan to get out of there with it. Protected it well. Now gets it for Donahue. Pushes it into the front court left with a pass to Richards. Now it's Page here on the right wing. Agadoo defending. Steps inside the paint, puts up a little floater, and able to get the roll there. Annie Page, it was a tough hit, but she got it to go. And Page into double digits now with 11. 48-26 your score as the Tigers go the other way with 10 seconds to go. Final 7 seconds. Condi wants to drive, mismatch against Donahue, and that might be her fourth. And it is. So Donahue's picked up 3 fouls in the quarter. That'll give her 4. With 4.4 seconds left, Condi back to the free throw line. Beamer will check in after the first. Condi's missed her last 3. And 5 of her last 6. And now 6 of her last 7 as she looks away in disgust at her near side bench there. Donahue comes to the sidelines. Condi finally knocks one down there. 49-26, 4.4 to go. Kinlan through the middle, gets it for Page. Page forward, steps inside the perimeter. Jump shot at the buzzer just off the right-hand side, no good. Heading to the fourth quarter, Lady Warriors trail by 23, 49-26. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, fourth quarter next on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com. Fourth quarter is set to get underway. Should be Lady Warrior basketball and will be coming out of the quarter break here. Teams finally breaking out of the huddles. Lady Warriors, Donahue comes right back on the floor with Kennedy Bassett, Jersey Richards, Kale Kinlan, and Annie Page. I feel like this weekend Kinlan's earned potentially some opportunities moving forward as just somebody to give a couple of minutes off the bench, somebody you can trust with the basketball right now. She's protected it well. She's helped the Lady Warriors get out of some pressure multiple times. Nice little backdoor cut here by Donahue, and she walked with it. Man, she was made a backdoor cut, and she had a chance to go up, but she got sucked underneath the basket. That's what she said to her teammates, kind of got caught underneath the bucket. That was the reason she couldn't go up with it, and then took that extra little half step. Ball's going to come in for Soltis. Zancanella for Soltis, going to push up that outside. Then, she walked with it. Yes, she did. So a turnover back-to-back here between the two teams. That's 21 for the Lady Warriors, 10 of them unofficially for the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Donahue gets a screen, but the ball comes in for Kinlan, trying to get it in for Page. Bounces it there now. She'll go to work. Little turnaround hook shot off the left-hand side, no good. I like the move, though, from Annie Page as the Tigers able to get it there. Nearly an over and back call there. Just did establish in the front court. 30 seconds gone by here in the fourth quarter as Condi goes to work, and she's fouled by Kinlan. First foul of the quarter. Lady Warriors with 8 fouls in the half. Ball set to come in, and standing on the sideline is that was Isabella Bear as she kind of throws her head up, saying didn't realize where she was at on the floor, so a cheap turnover there for the Lady Warriors. A turnover on the Tigers. Lady Warriors have it back. Donahue. Left-hand side for Richards. Back for Donahue. Steps in, takes on a three. Banker won't go. A little too strong there. Soltis with the rebound. Nearly a minute into the fourth quarter here. Lady Warriors still trailing. Condi got it over the top, but couldn't handle it, and stolen by Bassett on the backside. Kennedy moves into the right corner, and she's bumped off of it there. A little push foul that time by number 10, Soltis, her third. First of the quarter on the Tigers. Richards got to get an option now. It's Bassett. She's open in the right corner. Looked good as online. Page with a backside rebound. Settles herself. Push shot up. No good. Another long rebound. This one for Kinlan. Now she'll work it outside. Page, she wants a three. That's short of everything. And a little rebound on the inside that time by Isabella Bear. Lady Warriors, they had the opportunities there that time up the floor. I like the offense they're generating, just unable to hit the shot. Soltis down the baseline, no good. Rebound and put back by Zancanella, who now has 18 points in the game. And the Lady Warriors come back the other way, trailing by 25, 51 to 26. Donahue for Richards. Donahue trying to go inside for Page. Great little find there. Page couldn't hit it the first time, and she's fouled the second time. She'll head to the free throw line. Foul by Isabella Bear. I have her at 4. We'll see if mine is correct, and it is. It was a great find that time by Donahue. Quick little pass to the inside as Page flashed to the hoop. Annie Page, first one just a little bit short. Bassett comes out, Kinlan comes out, Richards comes out with Rhodey, Gayton, and Dykstra coming into the game for the Lady Warriors. 6:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Game honestly feels like a closer contest than 25-point Zancanella here in the third quarter with those 4 threes as Page goes 1 of 2. Kind of really helped the Tigers stretch things out. Ball comes in now for Olivia Bear. Cross-court it for Millman as she pushes into the front court left. Good defending there at mid-court from Rhodey. Tried to reach in. Millman around to the hoop. Puts up the shot. Rolls around and good. Millman also with 18 in the game now. Gayton into the front court now. Lady Warriors not facing that full court pressure. Dykstra wanted on the inside. Now Page going to go to work on Webb. Ran out of room. Gayton, she'll take on a 3. Open. Why not? Took a long look before it spills away out of the front. No good. Like the look there from Miriam Gayton. Zancanella spins it in for Agadoo. Defense there by Beamer. Turnaround shot no good. Beamer fighting for it and got good position on the inside. See, and that's really what it's about. It's not always about securing the rebound. It's about securing good position because you can get a whistle in your favor. Jalen Agadoo with a foul that time around. Her first as the Warriors come into the front court with Rhodey. Needs a little help. Finds it in Gayton. Page open, left wing, flashing through there was Rhodey down to the right or the left block. Then had it poked away. Webb now needs some help. Drops it back off for Bear. It's loose, but Millman able to pick it up in the backcourt. Spin move from Millman, moving off to the right-hand side. It's Webb. Almost moved that pivot foot there, but able to get it off here for Olivia Bear. Bear had it tipped away into the backcourt, but is tipped, so no over and back call. Millman gets a screen here at the top. Rhodey tracking her to the left-hand side. Webb to the inside it goes, and that's a foul there on a swat attempt by Rhodey. That'll send Olivia Bear to the free throw line. Six Tigers have scored 5 Lady Warriors as Bear knocks down the first. So Donahue, Bassett, Kidlin, and Richards back in here. So first unit in, second unit out for head coach Mark Mortimer. 54-27, one more on the way here for Bear. Tigers just 6 of 14, now 6 of 15, but Webb gets the rebound tied up there. It'll stay with Rock Springs. The Lady Warriors have the opening possession of the quarter, so stays Rock Springs basketball. Ball comes in for Webb. To the hoop she goes. Scoop layup, no. Fight for it. Ripped away initially by Page. Ball's loose on the deck. Millman able to get rid of it. Webb now pushes it straight away for Bear. Backside Webb. Now Millman. Defended here by Richards. Agadoo to the inside. Left-handed shot, no. Backside rebound picked up by Katie Moore. And now a foul. Not sure it's, well... See who they got on that one. Looks like it was on Kale Kinlan. Her third. And knocking down the first free throw is Katie Moore. Rhodey comes in. Annie Page gets a break with 4:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second one up and also good. 56-27 out to a 29-point lead here for the Tigers. Lady Warriors looking to get into the offense. Bassett left wide open. Why not rip it off? And nothing but net there for Bassett. It's her second of the game. Kennedy, they'll need that throughout the season. Bassett is a good shooter from the outside. A little uneven break, 2-on-1 as the Lady Warriors try to defend, and a foul by Rhodey. And an and-one opportunity here for Katie Moore. Lady Warriors have committed way too many fouls so far in this game. Rhodey, who's only been in the game for about, 10 minutes or so, she's getting her money's worth on the personal foul side of things. Fourth one, and it's up and good. I think that should have been just the one, right? I mean, shot was good. I don't know why we'd have 2 free throws. I'd say that should be it. I'd say it should be Lady Warrior basketball now, just a and one opportunity. Full timeout taken by head coach Mike Swenson and the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. 3:56 to go in the fourth quarter, 59-30. Lady Warriors trail on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. And welcome back inside of Rock Springs High School. Fourth quarter, 3:56 to go with it. Lady Warriors trailing by 29, 59-30. Donahue has the ball here for the Lady Warriors as she moves into the front court. Goes left-hand side for Kinlan. Now Richards. Back for Kinlan. Gets a screen. Looks to drive. Dump to the inside, but read well there by the Tigers. Bear needs some help in the backcourt. Finally does find it up ahead for Olivia Bear. Webb, right wing, get it to the inside now for Katie Moore. Turnaround shot, up and good. Moore with 6 points in the quarter. And shot is up. It's a 31-point game, 61-30. Lady Warriors with that turnover. Webb now looking to defend is Bassett against Moore. Just a mismatch on size. Gets her own rebound, and then she's fouled again. Foul goes on Bassett. First one up and good. Changes coming in for the Lady Warriors. Gaten Page into the game. Beamer as well as Dykstra here with 3:02 to go. One more on the way for Moore, and she's got all 9 of her points here in the fourth quarter, and the biggest lead today at 33 for the Tigers. And then a 3 knocked down there on the other side for Annie Page. Page with 15 in the game, and now the Lady Warriors trying to put on a little pressure in the backcourt and thrown away by the Tigers there. So pressure pays off for the Lady Warriors, forcing a turnover there as Page cut the lead to 30. Again, I think probably the most complete game so far for the Lady Warriors, and I'm proud of the effort here. And again, our fellow broadcasters set to get on right after us, so it's going to be a very short post-game show presented by 7-Up so that we can get out of the way, give him a chance to get set up in behind us. Just letting you know, as that one's tipped away by Agadoo, taken away by the Tigers, and Gaten nearly took it back. Dykstra jumps onto the floor, and the Lady Warriors tie it up there, so they'll retain possession now. Good hustle from both teams, 2:20 to go. Ball comes in. Bassett wants to go to the baseline. Has to get it back out. Page thought about another 3. She'll move baseline. Get it out for Dykstra. Thought about the mid-range jumper. Now Page. Shot fake. She'll go on a baseline. Fall away jumper. No good. And then Webb saves it inbounds. Ball in now for the Tigers. Nearly lost it, but saved forward by Moore. Left side Webb. She'll snap off a 3. It was online, but too much on it. Backside rebound for Annie Page. Dykstra into the corner. Bassett open for three, and good again. Kennedy Bassett, her best three-point shooting game of the season. Got three of them now as the Lady Warriors claw their way back within 27, minute 33 to go. It's just about 90 seconds left. Webb throws it in for more, tipped around as Bassett ended up on the deck as ran into the big body of Moore there. A little slow to get up, but and Lady Warriors going to get a change here as Kinlan's going to come into the game. Bassett's going to come to the sideline. Going to be helped to the sideline there. Took a hit. So hopefully Kennedy will be all right there. I ran into the shoulder of Katie Moore, and a very big size mismatch. Ball comes in for Moore, and then Moore throws it away. Kinlan with it now for the Lady Warriors. Final minute 24 and ticking away here. Lady Warriors going to drop to 3-3 on the season, heading to the holiday break as Gayton has it. Spins to the inside, stripped away from her. Ball on the deck, trying to get rid of it. Ball's still loose, and now it's tied up finally by the Tigers, and Lady Warriors will go back to Rock Springs here on the tie-up. Finally pushed in that time by Berkeley Garner. Shot up by Moore on transition, missed it. Page has the rebound, hassled there, lost it. Agadoo to the hoop, and Page trying to defend. And then you got a block there. Oh, and they're going to call a foul. That one looked pretty clean that time from Page. But they'll tag Annie with the foul there. That'll send the Tigers back to the free throw line. A 63-36 game, kind of got to have the awareness. It's probably swallow whistle time here late on as number 31, Olivia Baer, misses the free throw. And Page will come out here for the final minute of the game, so that'll be the last action of the 2025 calendar year for Annie Page as Mackley Rhodey comes in. 1-2 trip there for Baer, and the Lady Warriors into the front court. Kinlan, Rhodey, looking to spin on Webb, dump it to the inside. Beamer tries to go up, shot no good, foul on the floor, they say. Fouls on Katie Moore. 47 seconds left. So Beamer has to come to the sideline, something to do with the not sure if it's an earring problem or what it is. I mean, they've been letting her play the whole game with them, so not sure. Our official brings it to a stop, and now a timeout by head coach Mark Mortimer. Just probably a change of personnel timeout here, but we'll step away for 30 seconds. 64-36. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard here at Rock Springs High School and McCamey Broadcasting Network.
Swing Trucking is a family-owned and operated company in Worland, Wyoming, offering trucking services for a host of industries. They have done extensive work in Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, and Colorado, as well as surrounding Rocky Mountain states for the past 70 years. Their modern and up-to-date equipment allows them to provide full-service solutions for their customers' needs, from start to completion. Swing Trucking, 347-4161. Swing Trucking is a proud supporter of McCamey Broadcasting and Worland High School Athletics. Every Warrior needs the support of their Shield. Thank you to the following Shield members: Bighorn Federal Savings Bank, 1006 Bighorn Avenue in Worland, 347-6196. Bryant Honey Incorporated in Worland, Pure Wyoming Honey and Pollination Services. Sage Creek Land and Cattle Company, food from our family farm to your family table for over 100 years.
Come back to live action here, Lady Warriors. Get it to the inside, up and good for Richards there, so she gets a bucket in this game. Jersey had a 3 earlier on, got 5 points in it. 31 seconds to go. Agadoo has it mid-court, drops it back off for Baer. Into the front court come the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. We'll see if they just try to work the time. No, they'll go for more. She's got another bucket. She's got 11 points now in the game, and it's a 28-point game, 66-38. Lady Warriors Chance of the last shot if they want it with 15 seconds to go. Richards has it now. Gayton outside for Rhodey. Drops it back off here. 3 on the way for Richards from the corner. Air ball there too strong. And last touched by the Tigers. So Lady Warriors one more chance to get a shot off late on here. As we're informed, don't have our other broadcast friend isn't on for until the game after this one, so we will have our full post-game show presented by 7-Up. Ball in now, got to get rid of it quickly. Kinlan Richards got to launch it up if she wants to. Rhodey didn't get the shot off. That'll end the game. Lady Warriors with their best all-around performance today. Highest scoring game of the tournament falls 66-38. The final on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The post-game show presented by 7-Up coming up on the other side here on the McKamey Broadcasting Network. Having trouble hearing the roar of the engine? Let DPS help breathe life back into her again. Power, performance, and great customer service is at the heart of diesel pickup specialists in Worland. Stop into their beautiful shop at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland for all your diesel service needs. Whether it's roughnecks needing to get back onto the job site, solving your agricultural hauling needs, or those looking to unlock everything their truck can do, DPS has the professional personnel, latest technology, and expertise to get you back on the road again. Diesel pickup specialists, from trucks to trailers and everything in between. Let them unleash the full potential of your diesel engine today. Call now, 307-347-4410. Stop in at 1051 North 10th Street in Worland, or visit them online at dps307.com.
From the moment you walk in the door, the staff at King's Carpet One Floor and Home will make you feel right at home. They've been serving the entire Bighorn Basin for 30 years, and that means something. Shopping for flooring can be a daunting experience. Our certified floor and home consultants are here to guide you through the stress-free process. Now introducing Room by Room only at King's Carpet One. It's a trouble-free and informative way to shop for your perfect new floor. Easily shop by color, design, and price with just a simple touch. King's Carpet One has flooring to meet every budget. They are experts in flooring and installation, and they stand behind their work. King's Carpet One offers hardwood, luxury vinyl and laminate flooring, wall-to-wall carpet, and ceramic tile. They also sell cabinetry, countertops, and window treatments for your home. Step into King's Carpet One and explore room by room for your next home improvement project. King's Carpet One in Worland, 735 Bighorn Avenue, 307-347-4225, or visit their website, kingscarpetoneworland.com.
And welcome into the post-game show presented by 7-Up. Worland Lady Warriors fall to the Rock Springs Lady Tigers 66-38. We're now joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Mortimer. Coach, final game of the weekend. We were talking a little bit off air there about how this was maybe the most complete performance by this kind of secondary unit that you've had to bring down here to the Flaming Gorge Classic. What are your kind of thoughts on it overall as you round out the weekend?
You know, really proud of this group of kids that I was able to bring with me this weekend. This was by far the best performance on both ends of the floor. And you look at those first two matchups, just size-wise, there was no way that was going to happen as much as we would like to have won those games. But today, they responded really well. Defensively, we threw some things in, and we did really well. That last play that we drew up, they executed perfectly and right after a timeout. So that says a lot about the kids that we have in the program, and just real proud of that effort. Unfortunately, offensively, we just didn't take care of the ball well enough in that first half, and I think we were down 10-12 nothing, and that's really a struggle because this is a good team defensively, and they gave us fits throughout.
Well, yeah, Coach, you talk about that pressure early on. The full court pressure was really frustrating this Lady Warrior team. Finally did seem to make some adjustments. Seems like if Annie Page was able to touch it in the center of the court, it's a little easier to get over top of that Rock Springs defense because they almost overcommitted players there trying to force those turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Annie's a kid we've talked to all weekend that is one of our, kids that we really count on both ends of the floor at our varsity level, being the only starter that we were able to bring with us. She has to have the ball in her hands, and it's only going to make her better. I know she was frustrated, a little bit, thinking that she was doing too much or too little, and she's a sophomore who does amazing things, so really proud of her effort, and we'll keep getting her the ball.
Well, and Coach, I thought that another player that, again, you're going to need, it's great to hit three balls. It's maybe been a thing that the Lady Warriors haven't had a whole lot of in the years past, but it finally seems like Kennedy Bassett gaining in confidence here, three threes in this game, and the Lady Warriors overall, even Kale Kinlan hitting one in the game, I think ended up with 6 threes in the game. I think that's a big bonus for the Lady Warriors.
It's a huge bonus, and, we've done so well attacking because we are such a quick team, and then you throw in Lily Richardson, who's going to get every single rebound that goes up in these games. It makes things really easy for us, but when we can have perimeter shooters, and, I would have a shout out to Kale, Jersey, and obviously Kennedy, because those are kids I can get into the game, pull a defense out, and then just let Lily work. So, we'll keep after it, and we love hitting those threes.
Well, Coach, we talked about that second unit, especially the guards. Yeah, Aiden Donahue out there, Kale Kinlan you mentioned. I thought Kale really showed herself especially well today. Probably those first games, kind of a little tough getting into varsity action, but today it seemed like she had control, handled the ball well, handled the pressure well, helped break some of that pressure later on in the game.
Yeah, that was coming into the game when you look around, and basically every kid on this team this weekend is a guard. You go out there and do the best you can, but Kale and the rest of those sophomores that hadn't played any varsity minutes, they were really wide-eyed that first game, played with more confidence yesterday, and I think Kale had a great game, and she's really seeing the floor as we want her to see the floor, and those are the kind of kids that we can count on down the stretch.
Jordan McCamey joined by Worland Lady Warrior head coach Mark Morton as the Lady Warriors fall to 3-3 on the season, but plenty to build on here as the varsity starters will be back after the new year. Coach, any final thoughts here as we close out 2025, look ahead to the 2026 varsity basketball season?
We can't wait to get going after, we have about 7-8 days off, hit the floor running, and then head to Rollins, and we can't wait to have our whole group back with us. And Merry Christmas to everyone out there.
That's head coach Mark Morton here, Worland Lady Warriors. Coach, as always, thanks for spending the time, and now safe travels back all the way home to Worland.
Same to you, Jordan.
Head coach Mark Morton over there. The post-game show presented by 7-Up rolls on the other side. We wrap the stats, say goodbye from the Flaming Gorge Classic, and look ahead to varsity basketball in the 2026 calendar year. This is the post-game show presented by 7-Up on the McCamey Broadcasting Network.
The Washkey Prevention Coalition works across the community to support our youth being drug and alcohol free. Did you know most Washkey County high school students are not drinking alcohol or using marijuana in a typical month? In fact, 80% of our students are not using alcohol, and even more, 90% are not using marijuana. We're proud that they are making healthy choices. In Washkey County, it's who we are. A message from the Washkey Prevention Coalition. Whether it's a night out with friends and loved ones or a special occasion, Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland is your destination. With their mouth-watering menu, full bar, and friendly service, this dining experience will top your list. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Located at 1485 Road 13 in Worland. For reservations, call 307-347-2695. Jeff's Green Hills Restaurant in Worland. Sally's Classic Pizza in Worland, the classiest pizza around. Sally's offers pizza made with fresh dough daily. Go with a classic single topping or load it up with the king. 10 toppings in all. Friday, football and pizza is a winning combination. The Warrior Special is available all school year. Get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter for just $16.98. Fridays only. Sally's Classic Pizza, 1214 Bighorn Avenue, or call 347-2453. And welcome back inside the post-game show presented by 7-Up here on the McCamey Broadcasting Network. Final score, Lady Warriors dropped this one 66-38, fall to 3-3 on the season. Earlier on, the Warriors lost 66-52 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard to drop them down to 1-5. Again, holiday break is here now. We won't see these Warriors and Lady Warriors back on the floor until January 8th. We'll be at Rollins High School, home of the Outlaws. Keep it tuned to the
McCamey Broadcasting Facebook page to keep up on all the broadcast updates there. If you haven't given the page a follow, make sure you do so. And again, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the page, turn on those live alerts, and you'll never miss a Warrior or Lady Warrior varsity basketball contest. Let's jump into the post-game stats here. Post-game show presented by 7-Up for the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. 2 points for Aspen Soltis, 18 for Shiley Zancanella, 6 for Briley Webb, 4 for Olivia Bear, 7 for Allison Condi, 11 for Katie Moore, and 18 for Hannah Millman. For the Lady Warriors, 10 points for Kennedy Bass, including 3 threes, 3 for Aiden Donahue, 5 for Jersey Richards, 15 for Annie Page, and 5 for Kale Kinlan. Lady Warriors, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, 6 threes down in this game. Lady Warriors can take some pride out of this one. Again, missing 4 of 5 varsity starters coming in this one, having to take on 4A competition. Lady Warriors have nothing to hang their heads about. They'll take some of this experience for some of those younger players and hopefully take it into the 2026 season. We'll look forward to getting the rest of those varsity stars back. Hopefully they'll get healthy and back onto the floor. That's going to do it for us here from the Flaming Gorge Classic in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Final score, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. First, the Warriors fall 64-52 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lady Warriors falling 66-38 against the tournament co-host Rock Springs Tigers. Again, that does it for 2025 calendar year varsity basketball for the Worland Warriors and Lady Warriors. Join us again early on in January 8th, as we're on the road at Rollins High School to take on the Outlaws in 3A varsity basketball action. This has been the post-game show presented by 7-Up. And until next time, and you know there's always going to be a next time, go Worland Warriors.